Biafra, genocide. No government shall stop the kingdom of God. No man. Nigerian government, they are killing Biafra with gun and bullets. 1967. Till this day. Nigerian government, they are killing Biafrans. They are killing Biafrans all over the place. All over the place. Because we are the people of God. We answer the name of God. That's why they hate us. That's why they hate us. But no man on earth shall stop the kingdom. No man. The kingdom of Biafra. No man. That is the kingdom of God. Go to the mountain, go to the valley, go and tell the nation Biafra is coming again. Go to the mountain, go to the valley, go and tell the world Biafra is coming again. We must bring the restoration of Biafra must surely come. No man, no power, no forces, no demon will stop the kingdom of God. No matter how they kill us in the night, kill us in the morning, kill us in the evening. No matter how intimidation they are, nobody will stop us. Biafra must come. Hey! Go to the mountain, go to the valley, go and tell the world Biafra is coming again.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains MAZI Jonathan Chinedu. Today is the 27th day of November in the year of our Lord 2021, being Saturday. We are here live and direct in order to preach the gospel of liberation, the gospel of freedom, the real gospel. This is what we preach here. We are apolitical with the truth. What we do here, we are apolitical. We never try to bend the truth in order to be politically correct. No. We say it as it is. Therefore, if you cannot handle the truth, please, this platform is not for you. Do you understand me? And for your information, Radio Biafra FM is now in Item. So you see us, you can catch us on 102.1 FM, our FM, Item and its environs. Tune in to 102.1 FM. Tell your brothers and sisters, your siblings, your friends. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. Though I am late, which is my own fault anyway, I came late. We, we say it as it is. That's the reason. But we must continue. Today, as I say, is the 27th day of the 11th month, being November 2021. Our leader is MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the enemy territory, in the dungeon, sacrificing himself for you and I. But make no mistake about it, his incarceration, his kidnap, his extraordinary rendition is part of the process. Do you understand? He must be released. He he, M-U-S-T, be released. We don't beg for what belongs to us. That is why we are always bold. Therefore, it doesn't matter whatever it takes. Our leader must be released unconditionally. Nigeria committed a crime against MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, against Ipob, against even the zoo law, against Kenya, against Britain, against the international community. You know, one thing is this: people don't understand. Our leader has no case to answer in the zoo court. People don't, you know, it beats my understanding about the media in Nigeria. Nigeria, our MAZI Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. No, he wasn't arrested. He was extraordinarily renditioned, which cancels the whole thing they call court appearance. It's impossible. There is nothing that should be court appearance of our leader. You know what Nigeria did is just like scoring goal using offside. You know, once you are offside, if you want to score the goal, yes, the whole players are playing for goal to be scored. But once you are offside, the crime or the fault of offside have cancelled your goal. That is what people should understand. There should not be any way of calling for fair trial. No. The goal Nigeria scored is offside. So first thing, they will bring the ball back to where that offside is, was conducted or was established. And now play the ball out. It doesn't matter the emotion of people that it's goal. The referee said no, because that law they have broken has cancelled every other thing. Do you understand? Nigeria scored an offline goal. Offline. Even they were sleeping in the opposite camp, the attacker, and they give them ball and they just score. They say, it's goal. How dare you? You don't do that. Our leader must be released unconditionally. Pressure is going on. The international community is waking up. And we must put more pressure. That is why our HOD announced yesterday about the prayer that is going to be on the last day of this month, being the 30th, being a K-day. It has been established. The spirits of our ancestors are at work, so that this thing will continue. The zoo will continue falling. Our leader must be released unconditionally. Do you understand? Without wasting time, we must bow our heads in prayer, because all the time. We are spiritual people. Do you understand? We are spiritual people, not religious. But many of our people has been deceived, thinking that religion means spirituality. No, please. No, sir. No, ma. I want to be spiritual people right from time. Only that the colonial masters now deceived us and pushed us into thinking that, take this, religion means spirituality. It is not true. You can get spirituality in every religion. We have our own spirituality. You know, when I always give example with Japan, some people might misunderstand. I say Japan resisted Christianity for 265 years. in order to maintain their own way of life. Do you understand? Thank God it is manifesting now. The prayer that is being called, it is not only one system. Our traditional way of prayer, equal to the spirits of our ancestors. That is it. That is the way it should go. Because we use our own system and call upon Chukwokika Biama, the Most High. Or Biama, you see it working. But because we have defied ourselves by touching Babylon, living like the Babylonians, this is why we must mend our ways and come out from Babylon, so that the God of our ancestors will fight for us the way he did when the caliphate wanted to invade our lands, and he blocked them in Benue. Let us pray.
Let us pray. For God in heaven, Almighty Creator, the ancients of the ancients, the maker of the heavens and the earth, you created everything that the mind of a living soul can imagine, but none created thee. That is why we say you are immortal, you are invisible, you are omnipotent. This very God that every generation who has ever had the grace of knowing thee have always testified to your goodness. That is the same God that we kneel and bow before. This God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help even in this time of Janjaweed trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore we shall fear no evil. This Ipob shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us, even if Britain intensifies their effort to cross this very light of hope in sub-Saharan Africa, even though they shake the mountains, even though the seas may rise, even though they may give all the weapons and ammunition to the Zoological Republic, no matter what they do, no matter how they foment their rage, it doesn't matter to us. For God, Chukwokika Biama, is in the land of Biafra. We shall never ever be moved. This God of the ancients will help us now and forevermore. For Biafra shall come, and this Lord of hosts is with us. Chukwokika Biama, the same God of Jacob, this same God of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, this God that never abandons his people, this same God is our refuge, and we proclaim it unashamedly that this God that we kneel and bow before, we shall worship thee, for Biafra is your promise, your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor all our belief that Biafra shall come in our time, and we pray that it comes this very year, that your glory may be made manifest in the lives of men, that we may kneel and bow before thee. Nyahansoro tutona nsoporo ne jamani bisiala chineke na kepru mingenine ko tutoni ne wedregeze denso ubrama womboni ne bigebe.
He said, I once again welcome you to this hallowed platform of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains MAZI Jonathan Chinedu. Our leader is Nnamdi Kanu. Today is the 27th day of November 2021. You know why I used to repeat the date of the day? So that you compare it with the reality of the day. If it falls to the reality of the day, that is the day's date, you know that I am live. Do you understand? Because sometimes if I put a repeat program, after in that repeat program, when lines are open, you see people still calling the lines. That's why I used to repeat it. Welcome to this hallowed platform. Please, I invite you to invite your friends and well-wishers, your foes even, to this edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE. The only criteria is for you to come with a dose of your common sense. Before I continue, I want to read the transcripts of some of our HOV's yesterday's broadcast. Please listen attentively before people misguide you, saying what he did not say. IPOB declares 30th November being a K-Market Day, prayer day. Oboro sit at home, prayer day. Do you understand? Biafrans of all walks of life shall pray as follows. 1. For peace and unity of all Biafrans in Biafra land. 2. The unconditional release of MAZI Nnamdi from the hands of our oppressors. 3. And for the restoration of the sovereign nation, Biafra. On this very day, we will make one solemn sacrifice. I am not instituting sit at home, please, but all Biafrans should dedicate that day by shutting down all business activities. Banks should not open, even schools, so that people will go and pray. It's not sit at home, but go and pray. This is a divine order. We must stand in the open and make sure that the daylight shines upon us. If it is raining, or if it rains, let the rain fall upon us as we make this prayer. As we make this prayer, all pastors, evangelists, prophets, rabbis, etc., both our traditionalists shall live in this day prayer. The ordinary people must also gather and call for the spirits that guide the land and Chikokabiama. Our kings and elders will also come out to pray in the manner that our ancestors pray in the old days. They pray with a native collar that has 4 parts. That represents Eke, Orie, Afonkwo. This is who we are. Those who has the Akaji of 4 in Biafra land must also come out and gather with the ordinary people and bring the offer, and after the prayer, break the collar and throw the collar to our ancestors. As the Akaji offer shall raise the offer and hit it on the ground for our ancestors to come and fight for us. These are just a summary of the transcripts of what our HO said yesterday. Therefore, there is this point that it must come out. Everybody, the prayer will be in the open. It doesn't matter even if it's raining. Do you understand? You come out in the open. It's not a closed door prayer. You come out in the open. Mandi ordinala, mandi oka. Or it doesn't matter or day oka naga. Just do it. Anywhere you join the nearest. It's not sit at home, but banks and business activities will be shut down. People will move around in order to join the prayers. Do you understand? That is from our HOV. MAZI Chike Doziem on the 26th day of November. That was yesterday, 2021. Therefore, we must call down the spirits of our ancestors. We call it down. That entity. You know, when we call, you know, if you are speaking English, we say God, he. It doesn't, we don't know whether it's he or she or anything or it. It's just, we need to describe it or describe him or that entity with our human language. That is the only thing. You know, according to the Jewish, you know, what you call Jehovah or Yahweh is a word the Hebrews they use in signifying Chukwokike Abiam. It doesn't mean that it is his name. No. It's a description because the name of God is too holy. Why should we bear a name? We bear names as human beings. You know why? In order to differentiate us from others. Because we are many. So we have many human beings. But we have one God. So that God, it doesn't need to be a name. You call him anything anything is a description. You understand? It's just like when you say Pharaoh. Pharaoh is a description of any person in that portfolio as the king. You understand? You know, Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, who knows his surname? Because they believe that it doesn't have two. So why should he have a surname? Your surname is to, you know, differentiate you. Some say Queen, yes, you call him from Queen of Windsor. It doesn't mean that it's a surname, but the place. So when you see somebody like that, it doesn't even go and research. Does she have surname? No way. We call it Queen Elizabeth II. What is the surname? Now, why should we say? Some say God is called this. No, as English called God. Portuguese say Deus. Spanish say Dios. Different languages. French say Dieu. Arab say Allah. Hebrew say Elohim. Because Allah and Elohim, they came from the same, people don't know. They came from the same old Semitic, from the same source. You know, as language, language separates. That is how El, from El, that is the description of God. El. Now, Hebrew put it Elohim. Arab call it Allah. There are two languages that resemble. It's just a description of God. And we call it Chukwokike. Chukwokike Primehenile, Chukwokike Abiam. It's a description. So I don't know why people fight for nothing. I don't really understand. We must call that entity that our forefathers called, and things start happening. Therefore, without wasting time, I will go straight to the topic of my submission, which I will not dwell for a long time, really, because Biafrans will call in. The topic says the cost of freedom. That is the topic of my submission today, please. The cost of freedom. You know, the cost of freedom is beyond words. It is incalculable. Please listen attentively, please. Because here we dish out, here the primary aim of Radio Biafra is to dish out enlightenment. Because that is where our problem lies, in the brain. In the brain. So we need to change it. We need to change that way we reason by pointing out some things that you never even think about, so that you start seeing things in a different way. That is enlightenment. The cost of freedom is the topic of my submission. I will read an excerpt from somewhere written by one Robert Douglas. He talks about the cost of freedom. Please, I will go on little by little, because freedom is incalculable. You can never quantify freedom. Freedom is something, is our basic human right. But to human being the nature we are. Now, this domination is also part of human nature. Domination. To deprive others, weaker ones, of freedom. The cost of freedom. Ask the question again of the remnants of the same 2nd Ranger Battalion, now reinforced and assigned to Hill 400 in eastern France. This was written in the year 2000. We are talking about the cost of freedom. He said, ask those 19-year-old teenagers the average age of the 1st UN Marine Division, who landed August 7, 1942. That was during the Second World War. On the north shore of Guadalcanal, a small tropical island not far from Australia. Guadalcanal was the first time the American forces stopped the Japanese sweep in the Pacific, in the South Pacific, turning the tide of the war. But at what cost? Listen. Under fire during the landing, the naval forces pulled away, leaving the young Marines without air support, without most of their navy or of their heavy weapons, tanks, and all the rest of their supplies. But those teenagers hung on in that rain-soaked, malaria-ridden land, fighting off the snakes, leeches, jungle rats, and a well-entrenched enemy, that is Japanese. For the next 6 months, Guadalcanal became hell for both the young Marines and the defenders. What I'm reading for you is the cost of freedom. When in the early 1943, the Japanese pulled out, only 10,000 soldiers were left of the original 40,000 American Marines. From 40,000, they are reduced to 10,000. Others died. That is 1/4. 1/4. Do you understand? 3/4 of them, that is 1/4. 1/4 survived. 3/4 perished. That is the cost of freedom. The first Marines required a full year of rehabilitation before they could be called a fighting unit again, having lost many thousands, dead and wounded. The cost of freedom is incalculable. This man was talking about what happened during the Second World War, when America entered into the battle, because America was neutral until Hawaii was, let me say, wrongfully bombed by Japan. You know, they made a tactical error. Otherwise, they would have left, America would have been neutral. So they went and bombed Hawaii, Japan. The same way Hitler made a mistake, very strategic mistake. Hitler conquered almost all parts of Europe, excluding Britain. They have taken France. Others, instead of Hitler, because Winston Churchill was waiting for a day, any moment that a boat will be on the ground in Britain. Hitler, in his ego and miscalculation, he said, "No, Britain, it doesn't. They bombed Britain to thy kingdom come from A. Everything was destroyed in the United Kingdom you are seeing today." But out of arrogance, Hitler said, "No, these people, they are no more alive. Let us face the people that are alive." You don't know that it's from there things will start getting wrong. Now, instead they faced Stalingrad, St. Petersburg, in the Soviet Union, and that changed the whole tide of the war in Europe. You know, Hitler, I'm giving you a bit of history. Hitler wrote or signed MOU with Joseph Stalin of Russia at that time, Soviet Union, but I'll be calling it Russia. That no matter what, they will never attack each other because two of them are psychopaths. They have the same vision of control. Had it been Hitler joined with Joseph Stalin, the result of the war would have been a different thing from what we see today. But you know, sometimes Chukwuoke used to do something. When the enemy becomes too arrogant, it causes the enemy to become too arrogant. The same way Nebuchadnezzar spoke and he saw that the people praise him. Now you are talking like God now. I say, now so now I'm God. Immediately he turned. God struck him. He became he turned into an animal for 7 good years inside bush. That is why, let me tell you, our people, I used to say this too much praises. I know it is part and parcel of us, but we should, you know, there is a demon that goes into praises. I'm telling you honestly. You know, this whole kind of big name that kills a puppy. Nah, the way, hey, nah, money, hey, nah. We should reduce all these. Hitler made that strategic mistake by going, he said, who is the other? Now let me attack Russia. When he attacked Russia, when reports came to Joseph Stalin that Russia was under attack by Hitler, he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. He said, no, it doesn't make sense. How can this man attack me? Does it mean that he is not respecting our contract, our signature? Does it mean? And he saw his reality. He said, okay. That united Russia, the East and the West to fight them. Do you understand? Sometimes things happen naturally. God will harden the heart of the oppressor in order to humiliate him. That is the way things are. You see the Fulani Caliphate. They believe that things they are the God in Nigeria, that they can anything, they can do, everything is in their hand. They can kill at will, no person questions them. But they don't know that it is that arrogance is their downfall. That arrogance, when you read histories, study histories of empires, a time came when their kings become so arrogant. It is that time that the kingdom usually fall into pieces. Remember, I'm talking about the cost of freedom. Let me continue. Think of the 56 signs. Okay, if I go back to what I read, you know, there was an island near Australia called Guadalcanal. That place, American Marines landed there under heavy fire. So it became, they landed some people, about 40,000 of their men, the Marines, young, small boys. You know, what you should understand is the young people are the real future of every country. But it baffles me that in Nigeria they are the most neglected. Do you understand? Do you see, during the time of election, who do they hire? Do they go to call all these pot belly, the old men? No, it's young people they use as a touts. If there's a look, the soldiers, they are young people, but they are the most, people that are not looked after. But they are the great cornerstone. It's just like when the politicians call hoodlums. In Nigeria, it's a common thing, a common language or common word. Hoodlums. Oh, these people, they are jobless. But let me tell you, these are the bedrock of the society. Do you understand? Nigerian youths are so feeble-minded that they don't know that they are the ones that are holding that zoo. That everything should be at their disposal. Do you understand? Developed countries, they don't play with their youths because they are the bedrock of the society. In Nigeria, because of ignorance, naivety, ignorance, they don't know. They allow these people to use them. Look at whenever all these people, these people you call elites, they are nothing without young people. They are nothing. But because of ignorance, the young people in Nigeria, they always, they are always used by these old idiots, all these old heartless, carnivorous animals we call elites. Look at anywhere they are going. Look at the people protecting them. They are youths. They are youths. Just for patre. For patre, so for patre. Oh la la. These people, the Americans, they landed their troop under heavy fire. And they couldn't bring in even heavy machineries because it's not safe. So the people that landed have to take care of themselves. Is it wren? Is it mosquito? Is it snake bite? Is it leeches? Aquariquota. These are what these people fought just for freedom. If you understand. They left them at their own peril. That is why you're a soldier. In any case, you must try to survive. If you understand. You must try to survive and manipulate things to your advantage. That is why you're a soldier. And that is why we tell our people, what we tell our people always. Complaining cannot solve the problem. Sometimes you try to maneuver things by yourself. Think out in order to wriggle out of the situation. Because what we are fighting for is freedom. Freedom is incalculable. It is very costly. That is the cost of freedom. You can never equate it to anything or any other thing. If you understand. So these people were there. 40,000 of them at the end of the day or at the end of the time. They remain 10,000 only. Others have perished. But they forced their enemies to pull. You understand? As a soldier, you cannot. There are things you have to maneuver by yourself. Use your number 6. Some sections or some platoons of it can be cut off, and all their weapons will finish behind the enemy lines. You will not start calling, depending on your commander that is far away, unreachable, to come and help you. There now is survival. That is why you're a soldier. Anything can go wrong. For you to survive, you have to use your number 6. So these people did that. They lost 3/4 of their people. 3/4. So that when you are talking, America, they are arrogant, why are they not happy? Sometimes I say this. If not for during some times, like during that Second World War, even First World War, that Africans fought. Some people fought in Burma, you know. Not that they went there out of their own selves as Africans. They went to help. No. They were part of either the British regiments or French regiments as a part of Britain and France. And they were taken over there to go and fight, even in the Second World War. Apart from all this, has there been any war in recent history whereby Africans on their own, listen, on their own, send military outside the continent of Africa? Oh, let us go and help. Has there been any? Apart from under United Nations, because all these wars, when you hear even United Nations war, peacekeeping, people used to even bribe the military in order to go there, because there is the money. They receive big pay per day. So people pay bribe even in Nigeria in order for them to be sent there. What I'm saying is this. When you are crying, America, come and help us. This one, come and fight for us. Has there been any war that was going beyond the shores of Africa? That African countries, on their own, I say on their own initiative, not under United Nations platform, no. They said, okay, we are Africans. We are from this country. They offer to go and help. No, it never happened. Unless if there is any, somebody should call and tell me. So why is it that in everything is they should come and help us? They should come and help us. They should come and fight for us. They should come and, you know. Help is okay, but we should stand on our feet. Standing on our feet means everything. Do you understand? So let me continue reading. Think of the 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. That is in America. Usually, each of them has had more to lose than to gain in a revolution. Most of them were already men of standing in their communities, highly educated and owners of substantial property. John Hancock, the richest man in America of that time, became a wanted man with a price of $500 on his head. As of that time, maybe $500 would be $5 million now. They did not choose to revolt. They merely wanted to be treated the same as other Englishmen were in England. And they all knew that the penalty for treason was death by hanging. Listen to what he has said. People like John Hancock and others, he was the richest man in America. But it doesn't debar him from wanting freedom. This is where our people, black people, our people Biafrans, are found wanting. Once they are okay, it doesn't matter whether they are feeding under slavery. That is not their problem. After all, they can buy their way out, or they are feeding with the oppressors. That is it's finished. If you are shouting that they don't want to go into that inconvenience of being haunted, that is why most of the time you see all these politicians, all these so-called elders, they look at and say, let the status quo continue. Come on, come on, cannot we even not come up at all. That is their mantra. But in the case of the American quest for freedom, their richest man, they signed the Declaration of Independence in 1776. It's a treason. And the penalty of treason was death by hanging. You say some of them, most of them, that they were already men of standing in their communities. That is elites. But they rather become poor under freedom than feeding fat under slavery. Do you see the difference? Do you see what enlightened mindset? Because these people, they attended Enlightenment meetings in Europe. They understood what freedom is. It is not about being the all of your community. Whenever you pass, everybody will bow down. Now you share one cup of rice. Come and eat in my house. Until when? No, that is not the problem. These people want freedom. Do you understand? This richest man that should be happy if it is in our land today, these people should be happy even eating and dining with the Fulani Caliphate. Do you know what is happening? I saw a place, a story, a news about Igbo and other Igbo actors going to support this Jagaban Tinubu's presidency. You know, these are gone for hire. These people are gone for hire, mercenaries. Anywhere the highest pay, anywhere they call them, they don't care about freedom. That is the product of primitivity. You see, in as early as 1776, these people, they were enlightened, and they prefer to lose all their wealth, because that time the colonies, America was under the colonization of Britain direct. They were rich. They were the authorities of their communities, but it doesn't matter to them. They say, give me freedom. It doesn't matter, I lose everything. A whole richest person started running, hiding in bushes, becoming the most wanted person. The wanted person. You know, the people that can do this is the Arabs, the Muslims. I respect them for that. They go to extreme inconvenience in order to defend what they believe. I respect them for that, honestly speaking. Look at somebody like Osama bin Laden. Imagine Osama bin Laden, a billionaire. His father, he comes from the family of billionaires. Bin Laden family. He's a Saudi billionaire. You know what? Billionaire in dollars. But because of to defend what he believes, he have to be hiding from bush to cave, living on caves. Where they caught Osama bin Laden, there is no telephone. Where he was living. When you watch the documentary, they say he is living on, feeding on something in Barora. A billionaire that has billions of dollars. Everywhere. Does that not make you sometimes to chill? He will cook. They will cook rice, for example, and they will leave it. If they finish eating, they will put it inside fridge. Tomorrow he will eat it. A billionaire that has everything at his disposal. Just watch only our celebrities. Just watch them. All this is the inconveniences that freedom should cost you. They don't want to go there because they are primitive. Our people are primitive thinking. Those Nigerian Biafran or Nigerian Igbos, they don't want to go through that inconvenience, but they want to go to already made. They are happy to have the blue passport or American citizen, but they didn't know that time of the fight for independence, for freedom, that the richest American that time, James Hancock, he threw away everything he has. He better lose it. They will go, they will they will seize all my properties in Abuja, because you don't understand the cost of freedom. or the value of freedom. You don't understand it. That is why you prefer your daily miserable rich life, whereby on the way you'll be stopped by an Almajiri soldier that doesn't speak even English. He tell you, if you talk, I shoot you. With your rich, you start begging, sir, please. Now you fumble and maybe call your friend. Nalaji, see your people here, please. Can you call them? Say, where are you? I'm in this road. Okay, with your the latest cow. Now they waste time and call the man. Say, leave him. He say, leave him. But you are very rich, yo. But you are living under slavery. Do you understand? Or the gamble of those people in America, like John Hancock. These are enlightened fellows. You know, once you are enlightened, your brain is enlightened, this world riches will become secondary. It will not be the primary thing for you again. What matters for you now is the legacy you will leave. I'm telling you, it is like that. You will become unbuyable. Freedom that you are looking for will become something, do or die. If they are talking about your riches, say, oh boy, if that all those riches will perish, let it be. I want my freedom. That is why MAZI Kanu is paying that price. Do you understand? A freedom fighter. He is there in the enemy dungeon, sacrificing for you and I, because he understands the value of freedom. Freedom, he knew that he might even lose his life at the beginning of the struggle. He understands it, but it doesn't debar him, because he said he is dead already. Only the coming of Biafra will resuscitate him. Don't you hear that? That is somebody, an enlightened fellow that understands the value of freedom, not somebody that money moves. Like all these guns for hire celebrities we have in our land. Anywhere, any person that calls them pays the highest. Nah, they call themselves. Nah, we go now. I got support now. I got without for daughter. Nah, no beer. Until when are you going to continue deceiving yourselves? I'm talking about the cost of freedom. It is incalculable. The cost is too much, because the value, the price, you see, the price is priceless. Well, these people, they signed the Declaration of Independence. They knew the consequences. These people, these Americans at the early time, many of them were the Ochiros or one in their communities. Many of them owners of industries. They didn't care about what becomes of their industry, because Britain had the capacity of destroying their livelihoods. They don't care. You see, the richest man in the land now is running hiding, just like Osama bin Laden I told you about. Don't you understand that these people understands the price of freedom? Okay, they did not choose to revolt. Yes, they did not choose it. They merely wanted to be treated the same as other Englishmen were in England. That's it. Just treated with dignity. It is not many of our people that wants to live under slavery, that wants to be sa. It doesn't matter that they are rich, but every time they sa. Hey, once they see the Alhaji, oh sa. No dignity. Until when? Until when? Why does freedom cost so much? This writer asks. Because throughout history, another principle seems too often to prevail. the principle of selfishness that seeks, often at great cost also, to control the mind and property of others. This principle, the principle of freedom, I don't know why people are calling. Please, stop calling. The principle of freedom must be our first commitment. For without this, no one is immune against the virus of aggrandizement, the impulse to grab power, wealth, position, or reputation at the expense of others. What this writer is talking about, he said, because throughout the history, another principle seems too often to prevail, the principle of selfishness that seeks, often at great cost also, to control the mind and property of others. You know what we are suffering in Nigeria? You know why people are suffering and dying? It is because of the selfishness of few. The selfishness of few. The Fulani Caliphate, not even all of them. They are elites also. That is because they want to control, they want to Fulanize everywhere, the whole indigenous population. Their marginaries are expendable. They are using them in order to achieve what they want. So that why people suffer is because of just simple the selfishness of others. Very few. The selfishness of very few people. To control that principle of selfishness that seeks often to control the mind and property of others. Because if things are done properly in Nigeria, people will not be crying, people will not be suffering. But because very few people want to control everything, that is why they loot, they make sure in order to have it all, take it all, grab it all at the expense of others. Do you understand? That's virus of aggrandizement. That impulse to grab power and wealth, position, or reputation at the expense of others. Just few people will grab power. They like all these things to themselves. And, now other people will be suffering. Just less than 2%. Controlling everything. Now 98% will be suffering. And they use them at will. Do you understand? That is why freedom is beckoning. Remember, I'm talking about the cost of freedom. The cost of freedom is beyond words. Do you understand? The cost of freedom is beyond words. Because without freedom, it is the exploitation of exploitation. Lack of freedom is just an exploitation wherein men and women lose their freedom to think, to worship, to invent. To invent. Such are forced to travel under the dark cloud of totalitarianism, no matter what name it might go by. Even freedom to invent. Because you cannot exploit your natural talent God has given to you. Is it not what we are suffering in Nigeria? Is it not what the reason why we are agitating to be free? Because freedom makes you liberate you. Freedom liberates your brain. Freedom makes you to really see yourself and exploit your capability, your ability, your natural ability. Whereas the oppressors don't want you they don't want you to exploit that your natural capacity. I've been asking this. Do you ask yourself at all, why is it that you see somebody that you call any name in Nigeria? You're a young man, a young boy. Oh, he's a failure in his community in Nigeria. But once he enters, he travels one way or the other, travel to Europe or developed world, Europe, America, Japan, South Korea, his life changes. Now he will start, he will start doing things. He will now understand that, look, I have this capacity, something that he could not he didn't see or he could not exploit when he was in Nigeria. Can't you ask yourself why? Because we lack freedom. That lack of freedom, it dwarfs anything. Whereby anything concerning you, it dwarfs it. The caliphate puts ceiling on top of us. Whereas the sky should be our limit. No more. It's now the ceiling becomes our limit. Because there is no meritocracy. Quota system kills everything. Once they give you something according to your name. Once you have Igbo name, forget it. Even if you want, be the first. After all, Ahmad Bello said that the Igbos, they aspire great. Do you understand? So why should you give it? Use quota system and tell him that no. Where do you come from? Oh, from the east. No, the quota for east is filled up. So because the Fulani, they understand, the caliphate understands that if things are done meritocracy in a meritorial way, on merit, that they cannot achieve anything. They cannot compete. Do you understand? They cannot compete. I was listening to watching I think the other day, early in the morning, when he was broadcasting. He said something that struck me. He said that, look, the Northerners, the Hausas, these Hausas, the Fulanis, they don't understand how to grow a business, how that patience in order to grow, what to do to grow business. I don't know whether you understand. And I look at it, it's true. Although I didn't do trading, but I understand. You see, for example, a Biafran, an Igbo man, he will start putting something on table. Just scanty things. Before you know, that table will become a little shop. From that little shop, before you know, it becomes a big shop. Before you know, it becomes an importer. You understand? So we have that patience of growing something. Sometimes it goes bad, sometimes, but you keep on insisting consistently. Sometimes when you are nurturing that your trade, your business, sometimes you deprive yourself of some type of lives. Others are going to nightclubs saying, no, I cannot go. You give excuse because you know if you go there, you will spend money. And that money, you can put it into your business. So what is the need of lavishing it? You grow it, you understand? And you will see, look at you see a Fulani man that has a petit shop selling suya. Just watch. That suya, maybe since you are small, he will be selling the same suya 20 years. No changing, no addition, no subtraction. You know him in your community or in your city. They know him as Mesuya. He never change. You see also one of them selling sweet and these are small shops. It becomes his trademark. He will be there, that small shop, that small corner he sells, they know him there. It's where he said, no addition, nothing. So, what am I trying? Sorry, I tried to reply somebody that was calling. Sometimes our people, I don't know. If you are not listening to radio, you don't have access to listen to radio. You know the time. Don't call You can send voicemail if you have any. Send voice and say, okay, is there any radio going on? Or is there a live or anything? But you just call, take phone, call anytime. It's disturbance, man. Okay, so as I was saying, you see them, they will be in that they are selling peppermint, sweet, biscuit. The same thing. Since you are small, Aboki is there. Is in shop. Is his trademark. Selling one packet of sugar, maybe selling it in retails. The same thing. He will be there. You will finish your school. Go finish your tertiary education. 20 years you come back. Aboki is still there. No leave, no transfer, no increment. The same thing. That is how they are. We cannot help it. We cannot help them. It is their nature. Our nature is we aspire to be higher. Do you understand? That is why for them it is a crime if you come from a poor family to aspire to remove your family from poverty. Do you understand? That is why they want government to do everything for them. In many parts of the corners, they don't pay even light bill. It might marvel some people, but it's true. Some of them, their government, they are paying, even they are giving them stipends every month. In the same country you are. From Lagos to Lokoja, 40 dual blocks of custom. But from Lokoja to Kasina, none. That is factual. Only custom. He never talk about military checkpoint. All this to strangulate us. We are under bondage. That is why we are fighting in order to be free. People don't understand what it means to be free. You are demanding for visa to go to America. Where people lost, do you know, during their quest for freedom, the richest American that time lost all his things and become a rat running from one burrow, one hole to another, to hide from the British onslaught. Because if they see him, they will arrest him and sentence him to death by hanging. He lost everything. Other people like him, those elites that time, they say it doesn't matter because they're enlightened. They were reasoning in another way around. They know that it can, maybe that freedom, it will not benefit them. It might not benefit them directly, but the future generations, which is now, they are saluting them. They are saluting their courage because of the way they reasoned, because they were enlightened as of that time. Do you understand? They were enlightened. That is why they behave like that. I think I will be blocking some of all these callers that are disturbing me. I will be blocking them. Wait, just hold on. Any other call, I'll block him forever. Let them call again, because I think they are doing it in order to disturb me. So, these people, just hold on, please. Yes, I'll block this one. You will not call again. So, these people, they were not acting like, what do you call them? Andioba. They were not acting like, what is the name of this? Ifani Oba. Oh, they are eating and dining with the oppressors. So, and their people are being slaughtered. They are, making gain on that slavery. No. Do you see that the problem is the way we reason? An enlightened fellow doesn't care the inconvenience. He doesn't care. Do you understand me? The cost of freedom is beyond words. So is the cost of exploitation, wherein men and women lose their freedom to think, to worship, to invent. Such are forced to travel under the dark cloud of totalitarianism, no matter what the name it might go. Okay. The purchase of freedom liberates the human spirit and frees citizens, worshippers, to lift their fellow men to heights otherwise unattainable. Do you understand what it means? The purchase of freedom. This freedom, once we have it, now it is like you free. You know, when you have a pigeon in a cage, any bird in a cage, it will be moving round and around the cage. Just open that cage, it flies. You understand? That is how it is to be free. Once we are free, now that height that our oppressors don't want us to attain. That, you know our leaders say once our nation is restored, that we are going to build Biafra for 75 years, non-stop, day and night. People don't understand what it means. It will be built day and night. All these places you think that Okorocha, they are scammers. He said that he don't know whether it's acid rain that is falling in Imo State. That once you build a road now, within the following day it is washed away. Because nothing, the way they are building road, they know they are scammers. They take red mud, red sand, pour on top. Just take just like a paint, black paint, bitumen of less than 1/10 inch, and just rub on it and say, okay, bring Buhari to come and open it. And Chinese television will be videoing it from up in a drone. Hey, how it is black. When people are deceiving themselves. This is how rotten, how rugged the mindset of black people are. Cheating themselves just to loot money. Do you understand? Once you are selfless, like our leader, you don't care the inconvenience it will cost you. But you go direct to that freedom. It doesn't matter what. It takes a selfless person in order to look at freedom. It doesn't matter even if it's near or far. You might die in the process, but it doesn't matter. Look at our leader, his home is now just like a desolate place. Nothing was built, nothing is built there. All in the cost of fighting for freedom. Because he is the first person that understands the value of freedom. Do you understand? I'm talking about the cost of freedom. It is incalculable, the cost of freedom. Just hold on, I'm coming. Life is not truly defined without freedom. Freedom to love, freedom to become everything that you were made to be. You were made to be. Do you know that many of us were made to be inventors? But Nigeria deprived us of all those values. Do you understand? I saw today somebody inbox me, our boys, Biafrans, just teenagers, where they gather, they are up to 100. They say somebody brought them in Burkina Faso. Say, look at, some of them even sold their land in order to go there. To be taken there. He said they didn't. Not all of them came out. They are more than 5,000. Many of them are made to be inventors. Some of them are made to be engineers. But because of the way we are stifled, we are put under a cage, inside a cage. You see prince and princesses lavishing. What Nigeria did to us, we need to sell everything in order to buy freedom. Do you understand? Okay. You say the principle of evil sooner or later coerces, controls, and aims to eventually destroy all opposition. But worst, evil is deceptive and persuasive, always working out its promises under the gaze of liberation and more freedom. Okay? There is some place I want to read. As responsible men and women, okay, let me go here. In 480 BC, listen, before Christ, a small force of 300 Spartans died. I think we understand the Spartan. This history, many of us might know it. The Spartans. You know, we had the Spartans football club before, you know, before it was called Iranian National. From there, that's it. Spartans football club. In 480 BC, a small force of 300 Spartans died defending Greece against thousands of invading Persians and their allies. The hot gates, the narrow mountain pass in central Greece, would never have been remembered if not for the 300 men who paid the cost of freedom. They held the pass long enough for their countrymen to organize a defense that eventually saved Greek democracy and ensured the legacy of civilization owes to Greece. At that past today is a monument with these words, "Go tell the Spartans, stranger passing by, that here obedience to their laws will lie." That's it. That 480 BC. There were many people living that time, but only these 300 men that died for freedom are remembered. That is why anybody, both small and old, that paid the ultimate price for the cost of Biafra will be remembered. I'm telling you honestly. Today, these people are remembered in Greece. A monument is this thing happened before Christ, 480 BC. Now add it up with 2021. Do you understand? It's going to be about 2,501, something like that. 2,500 and something years, 2 millennium plus. But today they are still being remembered. We are they the only people that lived that time, that place? No. But because they paid the ultimate price, they paid the cost of freedom. Do you understand? That is why if you are not ready to pay the cost of freedom, you don't belong to here. That is why when you see people that are being bribed because of money in order to go against what we are doing, you know that that person is going directly to hellfire. I'm telling you honestly, he's a son of perdition or a daughter of perdition. Do you know that volunteer army is the best army in the world? Because they fight not because of money, but because of what they believe in. That is why the Taliban were never defeated by the two world powers. It doesn't matter how you twist it. Oh, they are being supported by this. If they couldn't hold on, they will not be supported. Do you understand? So, they threw in everything in order to save and fight for what they believe. They were volunteers. They are volunteers. They didn't fight for money. That is why when you see people that are being given money, offered money in order to turn against what we are doing, and they accept it, know that they are children of perdition. I'm telling you honestly. How can you do what we are doing, fighting for freedom because of money? Whereas people that has money are losing it because of freedom. Do you understand? You see the irony? People that has money but are enlightened in their brain, they don't care about the money, their wealth, their property. They go for freedom. Give me freedom. You understand what I'm saying? You know, Romania was once held in an iron grip by Nicolae Ceausescu and his dreaded security forces. One pastor at that time spoke against in a Romanian Reformed church in Timisoara, spoke out against the horrible abuses of Ceausescu's regime. People that condemn churches and religion, listen. During the time of Nicolae Ceausescu, one pastor, his name is Laszlo Toks, is a pastor of the Romanian Reformed Church. He came out openly, doesn't mind, doesn't care about his life, and spoke out against the horrible abuses of Ceausescu's regime. It doesn't matter. He could die. That is not his problem. He didn't go there in order to start, defending tithe and offering. For you to understand, as I've been telling you, the problem is not the church, it's not religion, but it is the people, the brain of the people that are managing it. Some they have the mindset in order to go there to use it to swindle people, to deceive people. Whereas some go there like this man of South Africa. What is his name? Desmond Tutu. He's a bishop, Anglican bishop, but he stood up. Is he the only Anglican bishop? No, he is not. But he stood up in the same platform that others are still standing in order to ask for only tithe and offering, to pray for miracle money. But he said no, he gave me freedom. He started supporting his people openly. The same way this Romanian pastor. Do you know who Ceausescu is or who he was? He is, just like, is it Kim Jong-un of North Korea? You don't dare talk against him. You disappear immediately. Because for the Romanians, the wars have ears. I have a Romanian friend. He said living in Romania, that time is like living in hellfire. Even you and your wife will be speaking. You don't dare call Ceausescu. Because you don't know whether your wife can be an agent selling you. He can sell you. Your husband, the same thing. So you see that president is in between husband and wife at home in their personal conversation. Just imagine it. Just a tyrant like that. Imagine. Your wife can speak against him. The husband will go out and report. And they will come and take the wife and hang him. Vice versa. But this pastor, he had the courage in order to stand in the pulpit and condemn that man, that dreaded tyrant. Don't you see that it's not the church is not the problem? It is the people that are handling it. It is the people. Just like gun, you see gun in the hands of people, good guys, the police. Oh, you also see guns in the hands of armed robbers and Fulani headsmen. It's the same gun, but it serves different purposes. It's the same thing like church or religion. You can turn religion to your advantage. Or also you can turn it against your advantage. That is how it is. Do you understand? He said a court order was issued for his exile from his church to a remote village. But on December 15, 1989, hundreds of loyal parishioners encircled his church in a human chain. When the police came, the church members remained firm. Then the massacre began. The officers who refused to shoot were themselves shot. But the revolution has become... Do you see the start of the Romanian revolution? Do you see it? That one thing could spark off is not according to Kenya, but when revolution will start. No. Revolution, something can spark off revolution. Just take an example of what started the massacre. The anti-SARS protest. Just a video of the killing of one innocent man by the SARS operatives. You know they operate with impunity. Somebody videoed it and they are everywhere caught fire. Say no, we no go agree. This one is too much. That is also what happened. This pastor in Romania, he is very vocal against tyranny. Now, at court order, because Ceausescu is the owner of everything. The same way the caliphate is the owner of everything in Nigeria. They can just call a ex-party order or they'll give us a court order. They will give them. Order was issued for this pastor's exile from his church to a remote village. But do you see the importance of people? Resistance. It starts small. It starts very little, but after it grew. Little did this tyrant Ceausescu knew. Little did he know that his time is finished. He said on December 15, 1989, hundreds of loyal parishioners, when police came to arrest this man, they gather around this man, they say he's going nowhere. They encircled him in a human chain. When the police came, the church members remained firm. They said, this man, we are not allowing him to go anywhere. He could be okay. That is what we always tell our people. Then the massacre began. They bring police, they started shooting the people. Any policeman that didn't shoot, the others will kill him. That is how it started. The officers who refused to shoot were themselves shot. But the revolution has begun. The news of that thing spread throughout Romania. In only a few days, that time there was no social media. In only a few days, the tyrant Ceausescu became a hunted fugitive. His capture and execution soon to add to the horror of the upheaval. That is how it is. Small things start, one small fire. Small spark brings a big fire. Don't you understand that? Do you understand? So, the preaching of one pastor in Romania brought down a tyrant Ceausescu. Because people did not watch him to be slaughtered or to be taken away. Because had it been he was taken away, finished. He's gone and gone forever. The people will continue suffering. Freedom is costly. Do you understand me? You have to throw your life in order to look for freedom. Otherwise you can't get it. There was this massacre in Romania. But it didn't stop the people. Rather, that person, the result of this massacre is the downfall of that great tyrant everybody used to fear. That held all people under hostage. But it didn't come without cost. Blood was shed. People, sometimes our people will want to eat our cake and have it. Some of us want, when the Ipob, DOS will come and say, okay, everybody now is being issued, come and take a S400, surface to air missile, 400, the latest version. So that any plane that pass, you just press button or now fiat everywhere. Because you don't understand the cost of freedom. That is why. You can use what you have in order to get what you want. Don't you understand that? I have been saying this. This cycle of burning down our villages. Our people can put a stop on it only if they can rise up spontaneously in every part of Biafra land. It could be contained. But you see people, they want, DOS should come and make statements. They are hiding their weakness under blames. Blaming this. If you not blame religion, you blame water you are drinking. If you not blame water you are, yes, as our brother said the other day, the system is rugged. Because a child's brain is empty. Yes, anything he's being fed with, that is what he goes with. That is truth. But with the level of enlightenment we are dishing out in Radio Biafra, what our leader have been teaching us, by now we should have had this character of spontaneous reaction in Biafra land. I'm telling you honestly. You can hear people saying, no, it cannot happen in Anambra. Hey, I want to now must look at. We still have this primitive sense, primitive mentality. Do you know that normally the imposition of a governor in Imo State, it should have, the demonstration shouldn't have been only in Imo State. It should have been all over. The protest. What is happening? No, Akwa Ibom will be protesting. No, injustice in Imo State is injustice to all of us here. That is when they will take you serious. But you are waiting. No, Ndimo, defend yourself. You people are weak. Tomorrow we come to you. The same people will start laughing at you. Say, you think you know they divide us and we accept that division. That is where enlightenment comes into play. Because to break this cycle of slavery, to get our freedom, we must understand, we must be enlightened in order to think more than what we can get now, in order to think more than our stomach. Because for now, many of our people are thinking of their stomach. That is why they could be bribed with a reprobates or by the reprobates. People that, you see how things are moving. I say it. At the beginning, these people, they will say, oh no, we are fighting, DOS is no more good. They are this and that. But we are fighting to release our leader. Oh, Biafra, Biafra. And they get crowds, feeble-minded people that doesn't see. Very either ignorant or voluntarily mischievous people will be following them, will be clapping for them. Little by little, they will be deviating. And now, little by little, you know how plane used to take off. Oh, this Boeing, or Airbus, all this non-helicopter, no. They will first of all, go, be running little by little. They will go and wait at the tarmac and turn. Go far. Be going like Kabu Kabu. Car. Be going after they stop their turn, waiting. They wait a bit after they run down. Before you know, it's going up little by little. It doesn't happen at a time. That is how these reprobates work. We know them. They will start by telling you the bad things they are seeing in IPOB. Yeah, the leadership is this. The leader is so complete. Now, we want to make things more fast in order to liberate our leader. That is what we should be talking. Sometimes when I go to the comments in social media, even as I'm broadcasting, you see all these animals. I call them animals. They'll be saying, only talk. Is that how our free leader will be free? That is what we want. Free. They will just put little words for the weaklings to start say, it's true. Do you understand me? But we know these people, we understand them. They will use that one mistake, their perceived mistake in IPOB. Their perceived mistake. They will start telling you the mistake, capitalizing on that. You don't know that there is where they are going. If you don't have the spiritual sight or the foresight, you will not understand. They will be playing on your emotion. Oh, no, Chike Dosiem is not doing it well. Look at DOS this, DOS. Look at. As they are doing, they know what they are doing. Just like the flight, moving letter by letter. Before you know, they are deviating. I think you see where they are today. Many of their followers are confused now. The real confusion is now. There's one day I said this. I said it here. I said we know their pattern. The first Irania did it. Irania called our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, while he was dishing out his rubbish. He did it. But every time under the leadership of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, but he's dishing out all those things so that he will be gathering people. Because people will say, anyway, he's under the leadership of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. After all, these other people, they are not doing it well. So once he gather for many months, now he will unleash. He will start attacking our leader. I told somebody today, I said, look, you see these people, don't worry now. If MAZI Nnamdi Kanu come out today, they will unleash attack on him. Direct. You see the people that are with them, many of them today, they are confused. Some are blabbing on the net, they're shaking, they don't even know what to do. Regretting now, so that is how this woman. But at the early time, when they are telling them, wait, hold on, there is some, hold on, look, the people now who so no, they are following either that their sentiment or the money, that evil money, the people that we are given that and money. That evil money, because he has hell. Before they give you that money, they cast. That is why the Spirit told the Sampesi, don't burn that money, don't even give it away. Because you know something that is there. If you think that you are smart, you collect it and eat, you spend it. And before you know it, there is a way these things work. You can never eat your cake and have it. It's impossible. You are either here or there. That is there's no being on the fence or two ways about it. You are either here or there. So if they are giving you bribe, as your former said, the only thing you should do is to come clean before the 30th of this month, because that the spirit of our ancestors will rise up in order to do something that people don't understand. I'm telling you honestly, I have the feeling, because the spirits are one. So do not, because of peanuts, you sell yourself, as some has done. They have done it. I'm telling you. They are, for them, they are now in a quagmire. When they see now the clearer picture of where they are heading. If that cannot teach you sense, that is why before you look, before you leap. We are in a freedom fighting for freedom. It is costly. Sometimes there are things that are being done, you can see, personally you see it as senseless. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to you, yes. But later you will understand the sense. That time it doesn't make sense to you. You want explanation. And no, people tell you, wait, hold on. That is why here we preach discipline. Our leader, he hammered on discipline. So that when they tell you stop, you stop. Stop, cool down, you cool down. Breathe in, you breathe in. You are annoyed, you say yes. You have the right to be angry. But close your mouth. Just breathe in, go and sleep and rise up. Take cold shower if it is during a summer. Go and take a hot shower if it is during winter, in order to get yourself. Don't react. You can be annoyed, but don't react. You can shut your phone and laptop, everything. Go and drink your beer. Go out and spend your time with friends or your family and have fun. Feel fun. So that you forget things for that time. Now before you know, you see your spirit will come back. Because you can with sentiment enter into a journey of no return. I say, a journey of no return. Freedom we are fighting for, it is costly. It is not something that, it's just like, I tell you, I'm a good chess player. I play chess very well. There are some moves you make. Sometimes you see it irrational. But at the long last, you see that that move you make, people will now understand. Once you checkmate, you finish. That is how this journey is. It is not a straightforward journey. Freedom is costly. Otherwise, John Hancock, the richest man in America as of 1776, wouldn't have preferred to be free, even at the expense of his life and his properties. Something that most of our people cannot do today. They are in the high places, the elites. They prefer to come out to boast. They prefer to come out in order to showcase themselves, other than to fight, to help fight for freedom. John Hancock, he knew that he might not even benefit from a free America that time. Today, Americans are proud. Today, people are reaping the result of what these people laid down that time. Selflessly. Don't you understand that? Therefore, when you see somebody or a group of people trying to buy you in this freedom fighting, to bribe you so that you turn against what you also have a hand in building, won't you understand that there is something, he's giving you a Greek gift. The devil's gift is giving you. Eat your belly, just like Esau and Jacob. Esau told Jacob, give me that porridge. Jacob said, what? Why? Can't you go and do your own? He said, no, I will die of hunger. He said, okay, I will give you under one condition. Give me let me be the senior, the elder brother now. Sell your birthright to me. I'm the elder. For Esau, this is nothing. It's only pronunciation. Maybe as a smart guy, and I come smart. Once I pronounce it, do we write it anywhere? Do we write it anywhere? Is there any witness? Only me and him. So once let me feel my belly first. I will tell him, say, you are crazy. My birthright is still with me. Can you change nature? I was born 3 or 4 years before you. So can you go back and push me back? It's simple. I've eaten your food, though. He will laugh. Say, look at this stupid boy. What is birthright? Did we write it down? Who is a witness? Later did he know that Chukwokike is watching them, is the witness. This man that thought that he's wise, smart, Esau. Give me the food. What? Take the birthright. Jacob, he don't know that it is written. Once he said it was written in heaven. Direct. After feeding, Jacob tells him, okay, we go see now. And that is how he sold his birthright for good. Before he realized it was too late. It's later he cried. After many years, when his father blessed Jacob, the blessing is supposed to give to Esau. Do you understand? Do you see it? The irony? Sometimes you think no person is seeing you. Nah, let me collect this money from these people. Don't worry. I will eat my cake. If I take it, I will do as if I did something against IPOB, and everything they will send again. Don't you see? You are deceiving yourself. Once you take that money, that evil will enter. It's just like leeches. That virus will enter into you. And before you know it, one catastrophe to another will enter you. And that is it. Today we call the God of Jacob. Is there any God of Esau? Do you any time pray with the God of Esau? Do you see the pride, the cost of freedom? That is what I'm talking tonight. The caliphate is bent on keeping us in chains, though you might not visibly see the chains, but it manifests itself in our daily lives, being denied of who we really are. Economic strangulation, which which causes us to leave our land in droves, etc. All these are the chains we are in, and we are trying to break it. Some people are making money out of it in order to remain in chains. They don't care, but we have cared, and we are caring. That is why our leader is where he is today. For freedom. Freedom is priceless. It is incalculable. The cost of freedom is beyond words. Therefore, whatever you can do in order to get freedom, that is what we engage in. The recent events of people in our midst being used in order to destroy what we are doing, which is impossible. It's an impossible mission. These are people that are being used in order to destroy what we are doing, which is impossible. You see how God is not great? See how their asses are being opened. And you come, as your former said earlier, you should come out in order to confess, to come clean before the 30th. If these people send you money, that money is evil. It's the blood of Biafrans crying. If your eyes are open spiritually, how millions and millions of Biafrans have risen up in the spirit world. Those that have died for this cause and are still dying, they are crying for vengeance. And you are there only for your belly that you will die tomorrow, everything will become rotten. Now you want to, because of it, undermine our quest for freedom. Are you not stupid? Freedom is calling. Freedom is beckoning. We should enthusiastically be in the forefront of answering the freedom call, no matter the cost. That is the cost of freedom. It doesn't matter the cost. That is why when I look at people, they say, I have 4x4 or 2x2 in Katangurau. How am I going to lose it? Because you don't understand what it means to be free. Whereby we control our lives. Whereby that thing that God gave to you as a talent, now you can excel. You have no limitation. We do things in our own way, not to be forced on roadblocks. Don't you understand that? That is freedom. When you be proud of where you come from. Do you know that most of us, when you travel outside, you know, if you have Nigerian passports, you are afraid to tell a foreigner that you are Nigerian. Do you know that? Where do you come from? Some even we say they come from South Sudan. Do you know what it means to be proud of your country? Do you know what it means? No. Once you are free, you become proud of who you are, your country. You know, people never see our madness in joy, in being proud. That is that time we should be proud of our passport. You bring out Biafran passport, you say, you kiss it. Any person that wants to touch it, you say, no, please take it. Don't, be careful. Even immigration officer, be careful, this is my passport, okay? You understand what it means? The joy. That is freedom. And that is where we are heading to. This is where I'm going to stop. Very brief. So that we go into taking calls. Although it will also not be long. The calls will not be long also. But we must continue. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will start taking calls. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. Today is the 27th day. Excuse me. Today is the 27th day of November 2021. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a first caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? You are the first caller. Please start by giving us your name, where you are calling from, and your submission, if you may.
Miss Simon, thank you, MAZI Jonathan, for giving me this opportunity.
We're welcome
from America, Andalusia, a place where you have made one story about one man they call an Andalusia warlord. MAZI, I am from Romania. I bless every one of you. Every Ipob family member all over the world, anywhere you are residing, those who called. There's one of our leader prayer. The title is allow me to worship all Chukwu. Do you know that the prayer I'm talking about? Allow me to
of course
worship. Yes, of that course. That prayer, sometimes I want some of you to start with it, because he said it all. He said it all. We will be here. It will be happening. Psalm 91, 10,000 will fall at our right hand. We shall look and see the wicked no more. They will be fallen. Biafra must be restored. That's what Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiyama. MAZI, your topic today, your program today, I call it This Is It. Well done. Chukwu Okike Abiyama will bless you. Igwe Bike. Igwe Bu Ike. That is the name of our granddad. Mpeya Uribe Wike. That is where I rest my topic today, because what is going on when you talk about, more especially this preaching this evening, the cause of freedom. The cause of freedom, some people don't understand it. You talk about is more and more after the fall of Tsar in that area, because the last king of Russia was Tsar, because Tsar is more than king. After Tsar, the next person that area is Cheshevko. The world hear about what we talk about Cheshevko. Yeah, woman is an agent. So who can support? How it was terrible by them when you hear the story, because during those days, early days, I moved those areas to study. But one day, a day came, it was only bullet. Put that fucking bullet in his, sorry for my language, to his head. It will end. It end one day. That is solidarity. Oh, where we will be. Our people think it will just sit one place, so Biafra will come. That's why sometimes I ask, when if Biafra come, how will you know? The Biafra is here. MAZI, you know, he talk about the people that take bribe, or people that come here and do para. We have seen all these things. We are beneficial before party starts. So that's why when I see them and some people, some gullible people who doesn't know things, MAZI took me a while. People said a lot of things when I decided to follow MAZI Nnamdi. It is after all. Yeah, walking come. I say, you don't understand, because I know he will come. More than 2,400 years ago, Nostradamus predicted it. He will come, because they asked me, how did I know it's him? So all this thing that is going on now, but one thing our leader told me when he came out during 2017, I asked him one question about some people, because I know Ipob, we have to track as mad able. You know, you are saying Nigeria, you are nothing. Forget all this thing anywhere. I was here when I was 20 years. I've been places. So we know what we do. We know what our people scavenge. IPOB, through the leadership of MAZI Nnamdi, is what purified us. The Jews start getting afraid. I was in a meeting 2015 before the election. Do you know Jonathan was dancing, playing? And now planning again this, you don't know. There was a meeting I was opportune to attend. David Cameron was there. Obasanjo was there. This Jonathan was there. They were. What are they going to do with these people? There is another breed of evils, not those ones we know. That Obasanjo said, I've been to place at least three times where he said it. When they see MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and what the kind of breed is bringing out, we are not for sale. So if we can get it's on your own. I do receive call. I hear many people. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu didn't choose himself. There was a time they even said it. If you don't do it, most of us was like that. You think I like what I'm doing, but it is a call. Most of us, some people that knows us personally, because when they come. If you don't agree, they will start to destroy things you have. I understand what our leader is going through now, where he is. The kind of offer, all this they hearing, they took away his pillow. He's not sleeping with pillow. This thing, he passed all this in 2015. There was a time he slept in floor without mattress for more than 3 weeks. Only few people know. It is a cause of freedom. Tomorrow you start yapping. Anyone playing with this Biafra restoration in Alego, they do anything. It's like they are in express road and they are dancing. No matter how smart we are, Mazi, this is time of grace. 30th of May, the spirit to awaken. Oh, hey, Biafra, sign off.
Thank you very much. There were Mazi, there were. Caller on signal, hold on. Let me pick this call on direct line. Caller on direct line, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Mazi, can you hear me?
The whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Can you hear me, Mazi?
Caller on direct line. Go on.
Mazi Jonathan. Yes, MAZI Jonathan, may Chukwukike continue to strengthen you.
And you too.
My name is Michael Israel, and I'm calling you from the holy land of Chukwukike, which is Biafra. MAZI Jonathan, may Elohim continue to strengthen you and our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. May Elohim continue to guide him. Anyone that wishes him death, may death follow that person and his generation.
Okay.
Because MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is the son of Chukwukike, and nothing will happen to him. Mazi, your topic every night is always a wonderful and educating lecture. Tonight we are talking about the cause of freedom. And Mazi Simon was talking about Igwebike. Mazi Jonathan. Mazi Jonathan. I don't Mazi Ikechukwonoha used to one of his programs. He said, "Are we the really son of Ekumeku? The 4 people that fought British? I'm asking, are we still the really source, the product of Ekumeku?" Because Mazi Jonathan, the way the Biafran people are reasoning, he said, Mazi Jonathan, he said, we are very, very primitive. We are primitive Neanderthals, as we used to put it. Mazi Jonathan, when you see our people, the echo in them is a big. Mazi Jonathan, did you know that some people cannot, Mazi Jonathan, just mellow themselves down and listen, just to sacrifice, to pay that cost and listen to Radio Biafra? Mazi Jonathan, did you know it's very, very difficult for so many people, for so many Biafrans But when you see them, most of them, this Biafra, when he go come, Biafra, when he go come, but you see him, he is not, or that person is not paying any cost for that freedom. But he just wants freedom. You know, in African mentality, nobody wants to die, but they want to go heaven. MAZI Jonathan, this primitivity that we are talking about every time, Biafran people is the most primitivity people I have seen on this very planet Earth. And MAZI, sometimes I used to say, this side that we are living, how did we even merit to live on this planet Earth? Because people on this side of the world, they are not reasoning like human beings, they are reasoning, even animal is even better. That is why when our leader called Nigeria a zoo is better. Nigeria is a jungle, is a shithole, and the Nigeria is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Anyone campaigning for Nigeria, Elohim will visit you with destruction upon your generation, and you will never good from generation to generation. MAZI Jonathan, may Elohim continue to bless you for this good work you are doing. Thank you, MAZI.
Yeah, well, and
Thank
you too. Caller on signal. Thank you for holding on, MAZI. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, MAZI Jonathan, I can hear you loud and clear. I hope I'm coming out clear.
You are. Please go on.
Yeah, my beloved brother, good evening from here. My name is MAZI Akas. I'm here, and by the special grace of God Almighty, I am the IPOB National PRO. MAZI, thank you so much this evening for the nice program you have for us, the cost of freedom. Many people used to say, a few people used to say, freedom is very, very expensive. And most of all don't know how costly freedom is. We, the IPOBians all over the world, that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, most especially the hardcores, that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu have really taught us what freedom is all about. We stand so strong. No matter whatever that hit IPOB, we remain formidable and fanatical about Biafra. I want to use this word in my language that said, is it the Biafran under the leadership of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu you want to follow? Or is it the Noba you want to follow? Biafra. This makes me, when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to sleep very, very well as a baby, like a baby. Because when they came, they thought they can destroy. I wrote something to them and I said, finally, this is where they landed. Because when our people were shouting, many that loved the broad way, they loved the broad way that leads to hell. They were sheepishly following. When you talk to them, they behave like the people that drink mpurumri. Today, I believe this mpurumri they have been drinking or they've been smoking will be out of their ear to know that, out of their eyes, to know that these people that came, they came for destruction, and we have finally know where they are landed. I bless Chukwokika Piama. And what I'm saying today is that if you know that you are part of this madness, earlier the better you desist from it, begin to follow the narrow way that leads to life. Because our ancestors, those that have died in this struggle, on 30th of this month, November, they are up and begin to destroy any man or woman that are sowing their hands in evil acts or trying to take us back in this freedom that we are fighting, they will deal with you and your family so mercilessly that you won't find a place to hide. Earlier the better now. Desist from this nonsense and join MAZI Nnamdi Kanu on in this Biafra that we are fighting, because this man has given it all. A man who is still suffering today because of me and you, because he wants us to have a good life, and some idiots came to deceive our people. The same thing that happened in 2019 have repeated itself again in 2021. Elohim, may your name alone be glorified. Thank you, Elohim, for come to an end, that these evil people have finally shown themselves where they belong. And I beg them, let them come out and show us where they're making their meetings. Let them be bold to come out to say, this is where we are gathering. God will punish them one after another, because they have caused a lot of Biafrans pains. They use our money, we gather, begin to bribe people. After our people have donated money all over the world for ESN and Inconsistency, and they came to destroy what we are building. It shall never be well with these people. It shall never. MAZI Jonathan, thank you so much, my beloved brother. We must continue, no going back, because our destination is Biafra. Thank you, my beloved brother.
It is.
Thank you.
Caller on. I was having callers on direct line. Okay. Caller on direct line, welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, please continue holding on. I'll come to you. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Yes, MAZI Jonathan, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
The whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Okay. I'm the phone. Dada Jonathan Jishika, Molu one and work a Mazaka. Biafrans all over the world, don't know about Jishika. Dada Jonathan, every sabotage, every saboteur against the threats of peace can never succeed. But nobody, there's a nobody distract you. Information, Dada Jonathan. Everybody, because our man, even the whole world don't know that we are getting mad. And the same as we not even say, but he said, problem we go to food and need this world. No, we don't, including I myself, no one can do this one. They can bring our leader for us. What did our leader do? That's the Jonathan. What did our leader do? Before the whole world, why did MAZI Nnamdi Kanu food? Because he wants to be free, and everybody wants to be free for us to live in our fatherland, and they're killing us. They are putting us like animals. We can never happen anywhere in the world, and the United Nations are keeping our Arrogance. We can't do so. We don't come. Nobody will exist. Dara. They don't think about them. To go to Kanu and see the revelation. Revelation chapter 31, if you know this about you, to Kanu is using them to test you, so that you focus on the formidable. Don't look at that. Where are they from? Useless bastard. Anybody who is sabotaging Biafra restoration, it's a bastard. It's not among us. I am among us. They are sabotaging your fatherland. Which money can be spent to sacrifice the only land to build and for your own children here on the follow. I don't know every night I'm every month I'm to start to sleep with you. Children can be kept to one issue. It's a fact like that people live. We are still against the kingdom of second. We are not second. Dara. Biafra. Upon when Isaiah chapter 40. Isaiah chapter 40 and Isaiah chapter 41. From that one to ask. Oh, to go to Canada, baby. But I don't know. They got it. Just Biafra, do not pass the man who follows freedom is freedom is, and you must build the bridge before you can. We will suffer and if the work of Biafra it will say, Allah. We don't get mad too. Our head doesn't come out to go. We not even say about that. We not even that. And the other thing is, we not when you keep it for start the money, then you get a better keep it down. You keep it down for us. Not that at all, no life. That is the only country that takes the same on us. So that every Biafra, anywhere to go, we will come and then that thing that can come out for us. I don't understand that you want to be president. Can you find us? The Biafra motor. Don't say, yeah, welcome. Tell us to get the better. I am speaking up against the head. I think that's the air, but to put it about that, it will have no good idea. Give us some of the put up. This social is a gap to do. To go to the person to do. It is not the it's not like the planet. Now we will go to Prani and I get up for Sandra and not the Kanu. I was not nowhere. Yeah, no, I'm not high square, but I'm like, no, now for. Yeah. Jonathan, come on, even if that's what they give us to the time, I like my planet, we will take our what? Dara.
Almost here, Biafra. Thank you very much. Let me go straight to the caller on WhatsApp that has been waiting since 13 minutes. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you very much, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi Chinedu, good morning from Dubai here. Thank you very much. Great Biafrans, good morning from Dubai. I remain Mazi Mili Malugo. Please, Mazi, can you permit me to sing one song, please? That I love so much.
Go on, but don't waste time, please.
No problem. Ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-achụla aja bụ oke mmụọ. Ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-achụla aja bụ oke. Ipob ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-achụla aja bụ oke mmụọ. Mmeri ga-abụ nke anyị na mbido, mmeri ga-abụ nke anyị na njedebe, mmeri ga-abụ nke anyị na mbido, mmeri ga-abụ nke anyị na njedebe, mmeri ga-abụ nke anyị na mbido. Pilot of a man, the Madam Elohim. Ofogunu na ya na anyu no mepego. Anyu no mepego. Okwodogu na ya kita. That these people they are for destruction. Now these people is the agent of darkness, agent of Nigerian government. That Nigerian government sent to destroy what MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, the great Ipob, have built for years. I great Ipob and the our beloved leader MAZI Nnamdi Kanu have been leading us faithfully from 2012 up to this moment. They have never disappointed us for any one day. Only 6 months that criminals come in. 6 months. Ikukuna bualimu, obulu sieba, unu fojo na ata, unu fojo unejie, obole bolo kwaku. Ifele mebuno. At this 21st century, kuna mweli kiwe brain my hair. Ufodu mune momo Biafra. Uneweli kiwe brain my hair. Mara mgada wori una wori. Mara mwonyo shibatara. Anyi no fogo. Anyi no mepego kitu na fugebe. Ebe auto pilot na Madam Elohim land lo wefa. Una fugebe land lo wefa. Una fugo. This is criminals, pure criminals that come to destroy this holy family that ordained by Chukwokika Abiyama. IPOB all over the world, stand firm, stand strong. We are winning the battle. We are winning the battle. This struggle is a military struggle. This struggle. Although we are not looking anybody face. Be strong in mind. Be strong in everything you do. Respect your leader. Freedom. May obey. We are under command and control and the discipline. Without command and control and the discipline, I have and all command and control and discipline. And you web on the last Biafra. Or we Gano. We Botendo. Oh, Biafra, Gisienike. Gisieni Kunele Kwanayanazu. Gisieni Kunele Kwanayanazu. And I want to tell Nigeria government. Now the Kanu stand good for good of your people. And they remember IPOB have come to stay. This generation of Biafra will restore the holy land of Biafra. Instead, everything will go down. It's a promise. We are not joking. Don't joke with IPOB. Don't joke with the IPOB Nigeria government. We have come to stay. Biafra, the whole world will not come for our end. Because he had a return account in Nigeria government, the lobbies had a return account in Nigeria government that got to cry on. Our destiny is in our hand. Our destiny is our hand. If any evil is happening in Imo State, know that it's happening in all Biafra land. If any evil is happening in Anambra, know that it's happening in all Biafra land. If any evil is happening in Abo State, know that it's happening in all Biafra land. If anything is happening in Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, all across Biafra land, know that it's happened to Biafra. Let the pain of every Biafra be the pain of all of us. Let's come together and destroy this evil entity, this hell called Nigeria. Let's come together and destroy it. Thank you, MAZI Jonathan, for giving me this opportunity. I love Biafra with all my heart. I love IPOB all over the world. And I also love you, sir. Thank you, brother.
Remain blessed. Thank you. We must continue. What we are talking about is the cost of freedom. Freedom is the only thing worth selling everything you have. I say everything in order to acquire, so that your name will be written in the book of gold. When people are enlightened, they look for freedom. Anything that will prevent them from having freedom, they discard it. That is why the richest man in America as of that time, John Hancock, he didn't care. He became one of the signees, challenging Britain. He wants freedom because he wanted to be treated equally, the same way British citizens are being treated in the UK. So why? He is rich, yes. But it doesn't care. I have to give up everything just for freedom. These are enlightened minds. I have a caller on WhatsApp, but hold on, let me go direct. To caller on direct line. Caller on direct line, no. The call has dropped. I don't know why. I pick it dropped. Caller on WhatsApp now, you can go on. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
There, well, welcome to the program.
Yeah, MAZI Jonathan, may God bless you. May God bless Biafrans all over the world. I want to pray for our leader before I go into what I want to say. May Chukwokika Abiyama in heaven be with our leader 24 hours every day. May he never allow the enemy to weigh his spirit down, and may he never allow the enemy to touch him. And may he never allow him to remain there till Christmas. May he bring him quickly out from that enemy dungeon, for him to continue this work you have given call on him to do, and bring it to the end. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. MAZI Jonathan, what I have to contribute in your topic today is our people. I cannot. I'm discussing with our people all the time. Those at home, every Biafrans need Biafra today, and they can do whatever it takes to restore Biafra. But this zoo called Nigeria, our leader said that if we pursue Biafra restoration the way other countries in the world did, we will lose it. He said Biafra restoration will be the last miracle on earth. And this is the truth. Because if you see the way look at constructed Nigeria, I think this is a four nation. Look God, send them together and make three of them enemy of one. So anytime that one is just like during the Second World War, Hitler said that the worst problem in this world is Jewish people. Is in the history. He said that all the problem that is existing in this world is Jewish. That before this world will exist in peace, that the Jewish must be eliminated, and he began to do that. That is how it is in that issue called Nigeria. If you listen to them, channel television, anywhere in the north, they are crying from morning to night, even the middle belt. But after crying, you listen to them to talk something like a referendum or to be free. They will come back to one Nigeria. Even if Fulani is killing them, because of the hatred they have for Biafrans. If you want to talk, you want Igbo man to go, you want Biafra to go. Immediately they hear it, they draw back. Let Fulani kill them. Instead of Biafran, we go. Immediately you remember them Biafra. It's like a snail. If snail is moving. If you just touch snail in that distance that is coming out, you used to see where it's going. If you just touch it, it will just go back to that his house. This is how these people are doing. The hatred they have for us Biafrans is making it difficult. Even if the Biafran, do you know that this sitting at home every Monday? If the West, our Yoruba brethren, are sitting at home too, Middle Belt are sitting at home too every Monday. Even if the Nigeria in the north did not sit at home, Nigeria have collapsed for a long time. But they will not do it because Yoruba media every Monday, Arise News, Channel Television, BBC. If you listen to them, what they would sing them from morning to night is, why Ipob is destroying Igbo economy? Why are they fighting themselves? Why Ipob is destroying their own economy? Why it's just like fighting themselves? Because they are doing, they are harming themselves. It's not going anywhere. How can, if you want freedom, will you be destroying your family, your brother businesses? That they will not tell you that any Monday that Ipob sit at home, that nothing is happening in Lagos. Nothing is happening in the north, because I have friend in Idumota. I have this Oladipo pass. My brother is staying in Alaba International and is trade fair. They told me that every Monday that the main people are not coming to market here anymore. Some go to their dear friends, some go to the hotel, some go to other important appointments. That the people that is coming to shop is just come to look and go around and go away because nothing is happening. But this Yoruba media will not tell you that. When we are approaching to our goal, they begin to talk. Igbo people is destroying Yoruba property. Igbo people is destroying Yoruba property. Let them go to the east and do it. But we are doing it in the east too. It's everywhere. Nothing they begin to say this. The global people there, they withdraw back from their freedom and they turn back to slavery. In Abuja, the north, they refuse to join the NSAS. They say they love SAS, that SAS is good for them. What they do, they buy the terrorists, give them gun. They begin to shoot innocent protesters in Abuja. They went to where Igbo people are selling cars and pour all of the fuel and put fire on all of them. For you to see the hatred these people have in Igbo. So because of this hatred, even if the whole Biafra land is sit at home or rise up today from next year, they will not agree. So only God knows when we will restore Biafra. Our people are trying, but these three regions that are with us, if just remember their oil well. Remember your oil well. You remember oil well. If you want your Biafra to go, they will just draw back. Yeah. So I will not blame our people to are too much like that, because I know I see the way they are trying, but I encourage them to do more. And the other thing I want to say, I want us to get more connected to our Yoruba brethren, our Yoruba friends, for them to join us and attack their media. Because supposing our Yoruba brethren is joining us as we are hitting the zoo now, they are hitting the zoo too as we are hitting. I think by now let us change. That western side will be changing. But since that man who was arrested, they are not strong anymore like as they are before. So we have to find a way to get them connected again to bring their
so we continue on our own land. Do you understand? We continue doing what we are doing. That's it. Our nation will be restored. That is the assurance. So thank you very much, my brother. And we encourage them all anyway. We encourage them to continue. But we must have our freedom. It doesn't matter the cost. We are dying. We have been, the highest thing you can do to somebody or a people is to kill them. What else? They kill us. It's not enough. They destroy our properties all the time till today. Have we stopped? One of our brothers said we have no even place to go back to. I remarked that word. So there is no going back because there is no other back to go to. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, and remain blessed. Thank you. I'll take another caller on. Let me see. Caller on direct line. If people stop speaking, caller on direct line will stop calling. I used to complain about it. It's bizarre. Caller on WhatsApp, hold on. Let me also pick this call on direct line. Caller on direct line, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line, are you there? Caller on direct line, can you hear me? No, I don't know. What's the problem? Now, let me go to caller on WhatsApp. The signal is okay, working. Let me pick again. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? No. I don't know the reason why, so let me. Now, caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Welcome to the program. Call on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, MAZI Jonathan. Good evening to you, MAZI.
There we.
Thank you so much. Greetings to you, my brothers and sisters, Biafrans and the friends of Biafrans all over the world. The blessing of our Heavenly Father, Chukwu Abiyama, will continue to be our strength and keep us moving forward. My name is Ugo. I'm calling from my location, MAZI. You see, I say something like this in the afternoon, then I have to repeat myself once more. The restoration of Biafra at this time is divine, and it is only the honest ones are meant to be in this wonderful family. Just our leader normally said that if you happen to be an IPOB member, that is a special privilege, that you are blessed people. Yes, there are so many people who are Biafrans. Yes, it is good for one to be a Biafran, but I want to tell you, it's not easy for you to be a truthful and an IPOB truthful person. All these people that is watching what is going on for so many years, let me tell you this. From the beginning, 2013 to 2014, our leader said that so many people will try to be like IPOB. They can even decide to rename us. They will try to take glory of the wonderful work of this family, but at the end they will fail. Is using today that makes millions of people all over listen to him. If you don't know, that secret remains the truthfulness, because he said that the Elohim told him to go, but you must be truthful. You must continue to say the truth. Tell the people the truth. Say they will follow you, they will listen to you. And this is exactly what this man did that makes so many of us become his followers. If you are looking at this wonderful family, if you are somewhere eyeing this family, you think it is by talking, you think it is by opening radio station that you will get the massive support of the wonderful family of IPOB. You are mistaken. That is not the work. And if you are leaving your territory and you are jumping to another man's territory, you are making mistake. I am encouraging everyone, stop saying all manner of things against your brothers. Stop saying the Directorate of State are not getting it well, because if you happen to be in that position, you will not get it well. Then whatever you are doing, try to mind your own, mind yourself. We are looking for only one thing. I could remember 2015 when our leader was arrested, a lot of people, they ran away from this family. When you call some of them, why are you not coming to meeting again? It's meeting. The same people, when our leader came out, they returned back. Some of them went an extent of denying this family. At the end of everything, they say, please forgive me, coordinator. I said, now who's becoming a member, but now I'm a member. Finally, the one that makes me to be disappointed is the ones that we are looking up to. Don't try to deviate from your lane. Remain where you are. If you know that work that you are doing, that work you are normally doing, that is the work that people know you. Why can't you remain there? Why are you trying to jump from that work? Once you jump, you will miss road. And your name will be never good again. That is exactly what one of our brothers said in the afternoon. He said, that thing that makes people to hate you, do not allow that thing to make people to hate you. Yes, I just translate it. So I'm using this opportunity to thank everyone and encourage everyone at the same time. Mind your own. Mind your business, because there's so many talents that Chukwu Abiyama give to us for us to do this. Let us continue to follow those who are supposed to be our leader. Do not try to jump. Let us continue to be obedient, because if we don't do that, it's not going to be well with us. Our leader laid a structure, that foundation that he laid for so many years. Nobody will destroy it. If you are trying to destroy it, at the end you will fail. Mazi, the blessing of Chukwu Abiyama will continue to be with every one of you for dedicating yourselves for this wonderful work of divine salvation of our time. Chukwu Abiyama will remain as your strength. Thank you so much.
I remain blessed too. Thank you. Anytime I pick direct line, the line will cut. Is it? Why? Maybe it's a volume of calls coming in. I don't know. We continue. You know, when we talk about freedom, freedom is something that you possess, you get, and it remains forever in your hand. Caller on WhatsApp, hold on. Let me also go back to this caller on direct line. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Okay.
Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Yes.
Welcome to the program. Please go on.
Hello, am I coming clear, sir?
Go on, Wanda, go on.
Hello?
Yes, go on.
Okay. Please, my name is Sinalo. I'm calling from UK. Our leader, Victor, our leader tonight, to fight our leader. Let them remove our leaders then, and I think IPOB is registered. You cannot be answering IPOB inside IPOB with another name. This now is a Idu, whether they are saying is a Idu nation. Let them go to their Idu nation, no problem. But my problem here is, let them remove our leaders' names inside their own camp. They are not fighting for our leader. These people are the people who sold our leader. And unfortunately for them, our leader did not die. They became anointed. Nelly and Co. became anointed, scattering everywhere. Just like when you remove the eye of a python, you will be scattering everywhere. Any tree, it will, the tree around that area must fall. So that is what they are doing now. The same our leader name is what is holding them. Immediately, DOS give order to them to remove our leader's name in their program, in their everywhere. It will happen like a magic. Please, that is my suggestion.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Thank you. Caller on, there is something I will also tell, I would like to tell our people, which I'm expressing always. We should not over-advertise some people. When I make a submission, I want people to talk about, while speaking I can divert a bit, use example. But I find it sometimes, surprising that people will now go to the example I give because it concerns, maybe it talks about one story. It's a story. Let us avoid the distraction like that. Please. Because let it not be what is being discussed in this platform from morning till night. This one. You can make reference, but let us discuss on issues, on principles, on the subject, on the submission. There we learn. That is the lecturing. But when we divert and continue going, okay, this person is this and that, it is what some people will like to hear, yes, but it is also a distraction, honestly. This is what I want to correct, so that it will not hijack. Here we enlighten ourselves. Once there is a submission, if you don't know what to speak on that topic, you can be speaking on the topic. Now you make reference to what is going on or to one thing or the other, but don't make that thing become a topic of it will carry out everything. When you listen from morning till night, it becomes what is being discussed on Radio Biafra. It is too poor, honestly. It is too poor. I used to use it to measure sometimes the IQ of people calling. I'm telling you honestly. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. There are things you will say, people will learn direct, not only mentioning what we have already known about people. It becomes sometimes now, it becomes nuisance. Because after me, maybe tomorrow, from watching it, quite the same thing. Now we are moving around and around. There are things you can speak on the topic and on things now. People will learn. It will strike, bam, because here we enlighten each other. We learn from each other, please. Go on, please. Caller on WhatsApp. Go on. Welcome to the program.
Okay, good. Thank you, sir. Good evening. My name is Afubak Bumito. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. But I may not like to reveal my location right now. I'm calling from Biafra land.
Go on, no problem.
I really want to let you guys know, especially the US, to know what is going on in Biafra land here. I find out that the director said that at the end of the day, he will not disappoint us, but we will disappoint him. And it's like we are about to do that now. That is why it bothers me to call this line. DOS should not act like Nigerian politicians. They should stand up to ask questions from the grassroots. We
like
are in
how?
Biafra land. Yes.
Like how?
That's what I want to say. No, that's what I want to say now. I'm explaining to you. That's what I want to say now. I'm in Biafra land here. A lot of things is going on here which you guys they are not aware. Right now you are broadcasting. Do you know that right now majority, let me say 80% of Biafran people are receiving their news from Nigerian newspaper.
How do you get the figure? Sorry. Let us. No. Listen. I am handling the phone. If I tell you to listen, you stop and listen. Otherwise, I cut you.
Okay.
I'm a no-nonsense person.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I speak now.
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
When you are saying 80%, how do you get your figure? Are you an expert in statistics? Tell me how you get your figure. Because it is easy. Here on radio, millions of people are listening. So you don't come and make unguarded statements. How do you get your figure at 80%?
I'm in Biafra land.
Listen. You are in an area you know, maybe in your community. Let me tell you one thing. All this I'm in Biafra land. Can you hear me? I will allow you to speak. If you don't want to hear me, I will cut you.
I'm hearing you.
Okay.
I'm hearing you.
We don't behave like a zoo animal, please. Now, this we're in a serious business here. Okay? Otherwise,
I'm hearing you. I'm listening to you.
Okay. Now,
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, what I'm saying is this. Let us stop making unguarded statements. This radio is being heard by both presidents and anybody. So when you come and say, do you know that 80%? How do you know? How do you come about the figure? Have you conducted statistics from Lower Kogi down to Bayelsa? Have you done it?
Yes, now. Yes. That's what I want to tell you.
On what platform?
But you don't want me to speak.
I will allow you to speak.
The whole of
go on.
Delta State, the whole of Delta State, there is no radio speaking. Do you know that right now in Abia State there is no radio speaking? There is no radio speaking in Port Harcourt. Are you aware of that?
Listen.
People, the majority of people are listening to radio right now.
Don't spread wrong information. Do you know that
I'm in the ground.
Mazi, if you boast again, I'm on the ground. I cut you because you are little secures of where you are. Do you understand? We get information every blessed minute from every part of Biafra land. Do you understand that? So when you boast that you're on ground, it doesn't make any sense. Do you know where it is? Where it's called Item? Do you know Item?
Item, yeah.
Where is it?
Item is in Calabar.
Item is in Calabar.
Which one?
Okay, and you are in Biafra land, right? That is what I don't like talking to people that doesn't make any sense. You know, how you come and guide on guided statement? The whole of Biafra land, no person is 80%. How do you get that figure? If you make estimates, you are in Biafra land. What does it mean? Do you know that you are in Biafra? This radio is being listened to via satellite. People have satellites. People put IPOB community radio. Okochukwu Eziko had I used to call every day. Is he not from Aba? You say Abia State. You know, stop making fool of yourself when you come here. Not in my platform. You can call any other person and make all that rubbish. Not in my platform. When you want to speak to the public, to the world, there is a way to do it. Don't just come and say 80. You can say some people are not listening. And people have been saying it. Yes, I agree. We agree. We cannot force them. Even if you put a FM in their house, they will not listen until what is happening. So don't say that. People are listening. Don't come and tell me what you don't know. Say I'm in Biafra land. Your people are, what kind of what do you know? What do you know? You tell me, say it is in Calabar. Somebody that will be telling me of statistics. Caller on a signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, MAZI Jonathan.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program.
My dear brother, you are a strong man.
This is a person boasting for me about that he had made the how do you call it? He has inquired about everything from Lower Kogi, where Biafra starts, Benue to this thing, to Akwa Ibom, to Calabar.
My dear.
We don't expect stupidity here. Go on, Mazi, go on, please. The platform is yours.
Okay, sir. My name is Kinsilozi. We're calling from Morocco. Okay, my brother, I want to concentrate on your topic about the consistency. You know, you go. So, you know, see, one thing our people, even including that our brother Colin, is something they don't know about. Freedom is do or die. Freedom fighter is do or die. My dear brother, Nnamdi Kanu have said that he needs 100 men. Now, my dear brother, I want to give you this more, keep you something now. Do you know that here now, we are in this Morocco kingdom, there are 2,300 Jewish. These people fight on to the extent they bring the Israel defense here. You know, there is a little, the people are thinking that how many, they will overall, we should not. No! Every day by day, we keep on here in Radio Biafra. You are achieving big, very big goal. I'm telling you. People do not know. They are coming here, even their citizens come out to protest. The police, they stop them, they say, Safi. All of them go and sleep. Continue. That is how it was. But in our own, they think that it happened there. Oh, it is over. There is something. Immediately you keep on doing it. And as you are controlling, other radio presenters, people are doing, other things are going on. You will hear on this radio Biafra, there you declare this Biafra. So my dear brother, we should not be bothering or calling or beating around the bush. We concentrate on the lecture or where we heard from this man that he opened this radio, who give us this grace to listen. May God keep him alive, seeing this struggle coming achieved. In our present time, you say, Mazi, keep it on, my dear brother. You know, people make somebody's anger, but you control yourself. Thank you very much as you are doing it. God bless you.
Thank you. They are wanting the caller on direct line is also off. There is one thing people should understand: when you are bragging in stupidity, I know you are wrong, but you are still bragging. I can't help you. I will show you your way, direct. If you are humble, now we speak. If you want to listen, we learn from each other. But when you are bragging, and I know you are nothing, you are a non-entity. You are just seen in that maybe in that your street, not even in the street, not even in all the streets. You tell me where did you do random sampling? You are lying. You don't use figure because you don't know. You don't know. This radio is being listened to all over the world. We don't joke. We are in a serious business here. This is not where if you finish drinking akbetesh on Kwabi, eating on Kwabi, you come out, you bear that radio Biafra. Let me call. If you call on my platform, I disgrace you. I don't care. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program.
God bless you, my dear brother.
And you too.
Thank you so much for your teaching and enlightenment. And my name in the first place is MAZI Chidi, calling from Lagos. I'm a regular listener to Radio Biafra. I'm equally a member of the family.
Watching Ekekevo. We
thank God for the freedom that we are about to enjoy, because I believe God is going to do it for us. Honestly speaking, the topic, according to what you are teaching us this night, is that there is that freedom has a cost. It has a price, and I believe that. So I want to advise every member of the family to be very, very faithful, to persevere and do whatever we can to make sure that we achieve our goal. For example, in the Bible, we talk about going to heaven. We talk about making heaven. But making heaven is a form of freedom, because when you go to heaven, it's like you have translated from the problems of this life to a life that is trouble-free. But for you to get to that particular heaven where there is freedom, there are prices you have to pay. There are so many things you are going to deny yourself. There are so many things you are expected to do. So a lot of things are involved. You have to sacrifice so many things. There are certain things that you like to eat, but because you are aspiring for something, that's heaven, you have to desist from taking those things. There are certain movements, there are certain things that you will deny yourself. There are certain things you're supposed to do for you to be there. So I want to advise all the members of the family to persevere. There is light at the end of the tunnel. No matter the problems, no matter the killings, no matter the persecutions, no matter all the names they are giving to us, I believe this is the time that we are going to show that we are ready for freedom. So you don't have to get freedom. Freedom is not given on a platter of gold. There are problems, there are vicissitudes that they are going to face. There are challenges that are involved. So we have to tighten our belts and make sure that we do things that are expected of us. The principle of command and control is still very, very relevant in this struggle. And for us to get there, just like in the Bible where our God has given us something like 10 commandments. All those commandments, when they were in use, there is nothing you can do outside obedience to those commandments that will give you that particular freedom. Once you obey the commandments of God, if you call God, He will answer you. But if you fail to obey those commandments, that means you are very far away. You are on your own. You are very far away from what God has asked you to do. It is the same thing like this command and control. There are rules, there are regulations that are governing this particular struggle. When you do anything outside those regulations, it means you are completely out of the way. So I will advise all of us, members of this great family, to please forget about what is happening in Nigeria today. We know it is painful, but we want to believe that at the end of the day, at the end of the whole thing, Biafra will come. And it will come in a way that all of us will enjoy it. So I want us to persevere. Please, my dear brother, God bless you for all your teachings. God bless you for all you have been imparting into us. God bless you for the encouragement. God bless you, O Lord, for all that you have been giving unto us as a kind of encouragement so that we will remain in this struggle and achieve our goal. For our dear commander, our head, our MAZI, who is in the dungeon of the military or in the dungeon of Nigerian whatever, God is going to do miracle. God is going to show himself at the nick of time. And we know very soon we are going to stay together with him, and God will continue to bless all of us.
God bless you, sir.
There, well, thank you very much. Machineke. There, well. We must continue. You know, there is something I want to also say here. Some people might be thinking that I am, how do you know, some people might say I'm acidic. I am not. Either we do this or we don't. There is something I hate. Even if you want to discuss anything, once I'm on air, there is no problem about it. But you play by the rules. That is it. I'm not the type of person you can bully. I hand on the microphone and you'll be bullying me. If I say wait, you don't wait. You continue rabble-rousing, ranting, so that you don't be talking, you are talking. I am the person coordinating. Well, as far as this microphone is in my hands. So how things are done is this. You want to make your point, okay, wait, make. If I interject, I say, sorry, hold on. You hold on to listen. Once you listen, I will make my point. If you want to counter it, no problem, I will allow you. But when you are wrong and you are proud, even without allowing, going on to make sure that you bully me, I don't know. I am not so diplomatic when it comes to that. I will just cut you off. Caller on, what do you call it? Caller on signal, please welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, please hold on. I'll come to you.
Okay. My name is I'm calling from my location. I'm in Biafra land. Okay. So, concerning your topic, to the topic, it is in other state. So I was laughing when you answered that question. So, but that's by the way. Concerning your topic this evening, the price for freedom. For instance, the HOD came on ASD and they announced that on 30th that there will be prayer, and that day that we should make it also as a day of sacrifice. That all markets and schools shouldn't open. So when we came out today and we started telling people, even in our market, where in business. So some people started saying that this IPO itself, they want to kill our people. Or I started telling them that before we get something to do, there must be a sacrifice for it.
Of course.
If you say that immediately you say that to them, they will kind of they will not bring down okay, so actually, if you look at, okay, I want to cite another example. I ask them. This place that every Sunday now, or maybe on Sunday now, we go to church and start praying that God should allow you to get visa to America. No, I ask them that you know that these American people, they fought for they were like this, they were once like we are today. They made their own place good, and now we're praying to God to go to that place. If you get their visa, we will come to thank God. We come with cow, good, to thank God that we have gotten an American visa. He said, why can't we fight so that our children will enjoy what the Americans are enjoying today? They will say that you know that there is how these things are done, that you cannot fight for freedom under hunger. I don't understand that these people are maybe they are just skeptical of what we are doing, or maybe they just hate what we are doing and they're just covering it up with something else. So what I understand is that I continue to tell them, they will continue to tell me that this thing, okay, sir, one thing they used to tell me is that whether this thing I'm doing here will contribute anything, that I am not known by anybody, that what I'm doing here is not contributing. And I ask them, are you not Biafran? Are you not Biafran? Are you a Biafran? What are you contributing to see that our people is free? Or are you happy that our people are being subjected to all these inhuman treatment? And when I say that the thing is that we should leave it to people that have name to do it. That for us here, business people, that our voice can never be heard. But what gives me courage?
That is a very wrong thing for them. You know, that is why, you know, like I myself, I love to go directly to the brain of our people. Because that is where the problem lies. Complete. People that we always be thinking that we can't do nothing. Oh, I can't do nothing. Let me go and look for my food, what me and my children will eat. Only. And they continue cause suffering. So now they think that it is the governors that can. That is the distortion in the brain of some of our people. They don't know that the only people that can make changes are. It will start from the grassroots, the masses, the people that are suffering. That's it. Nothing more. You don't expect people that are making gain out of your misery to stand for you. It's impossible. They say people that have names. So it's what you tell them. That is why here, you know, the only thing, Mazi, you know what you will be doing. The best evangelism is like people, I don't know where you are, maybe people that are there. If there is no radio FM, you tell them, please, can you download IPOB community radio to listen to Radio Biafra? That's it. That's the best evangelism. Because if you continue arguing with them, some of them will not even understand nothing. So you direct them, please listen to Radio Biafra. Go on, Mazi.
Yes, okay, sir. Yes, I'm taking that advice. But also, too, I've been doing that. I've even many people that have Android. Whenever because I know many of them love Biafra. So whenever I used to ask them, why can't you listen to Radio Biafra, or give me your phone so that I can send the IPB community. I've been doing that. But many of them are complaining that they don't have during this time. A place called Umusiome, just like So you don't really know Anambra. So they say that place is not. They are not getting the signal over there. So many of them, but I've been trying my best to tell them that this, if you have an Android, you can access IPOB community radio, so that you will listen to Radio Biafra and get a correct information. I used to tell them that you should not always listen to Nigerian news, because what they will be telling you is words that is against Biafra. That when we get what we put your mind is Radio Biafra, more especially your own.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tell me that 100 again, please. Let me search it. I didn't get it that day.
Okay, after you inbox me, I've told you the other
I inbox you, but you don't usually.
Don't worry, I'll check your inbox, please. I'll check your inbox. I promise. I know your name. I see your name in the system.
This evening's program, I enjoy it.
Thank you. I have other callers that are waiting. Mazi, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. I have a caller that has been there on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. I think I recognize through the photo. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Mazi, are you not the person that called during the Biafra exhibition dissemination program? You are. I said that your father is a veteran.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I see your photo. Even I've been looking for that. You have been searching for your number. Did you do as was recommended that day? Did you interview your father and record it?
Mazi, right now I'm in Zoo Donjom, in Lagos. So I'm not at the east right now. So I'm going to do that immediately I get home by December time.
Okay. And even I will give you a number to somebody that requested it, because the people that requested it about interview, because we have a treasure. Don't think that it's because of you, it's your father that you commonize it. You do it as you can. You can call him if he's on WhatsApp. You can even call him and start asking obvious questions on record, because we are trying to formalize all these things. People that suffered one thing or the other, people that are veterans, and people that saw the war, fought it, experienced it. We want to document everything, and moves are being made. So try to record it, please.
Yeah, Mazi, just trust me. That would be handled. I spoke to him even a day before that day. I spoke to him. I said, "Daddy, I spoke about you in Radio Biafra, and people of the world listen, and they are ready to hear from you. So you stay put. Although you have a little bit cold, a man of 80, getting to 80 or 81 years now.
Okay.
So he have a little cold. That he's well. He said that he's fit. That he's going to.
He said
that he can't wait to.
Of course.
Yeah. So, Daddy, I like what you're introducing this evening. My name is Marco Risachukumba. I'm from Isialangwa province in Sulu, in Abia State, Biafra land. I'm living in Lagos in Zoo Donjon. I thank God for you and what you're exercising of our people.
Sometimes you now, because of the situation in the zoo, once you are calling from that zoo, it doesn't matter. You can hide your complete address. It doesn't matter. You can even call your first name. You understand?
Okay, thank you.
For security reasons. Go on.
Thank you, sir. So, Mazi, one thing, I like what you are saying this evening because I've been listening. I thank God for people like you, because it's like our people doesn't know where we are heading to. And they don't know that a Rome does not build in a day, but it started in a day. And you cannot build a house in a one day or in 1 week. Even if it is possible, you have the whole money, you dump it in your house or in your account, and call an engineer, say an architect, okay, sell him this plan and make this plan of this house. I want to build it. I want you to build it in 1 week. The architect the engineer is going to laugh at you and say, how is this going to be possible? Because everything is gradual. The foundation has to take place before you put the pillars, before the cement and the block need to dry. So it's not possible, to build a house, a complete house, and live in it in 2 weeks, even in 1 month. So our people refuse to know what is the process of freedom. Freedom does not give in, it is taken. And our people, we claim that we are Christians, we go to church, we hear the word of God. And some of us does not know what is really in that word of God and how it's mean and how it's function following God. One principle of God Almighty, who created that created heaven and earth, the number one principle is command and control. And for those that really know their God, that for those that read their Bible, that have history, that God is command and control, and God can do some things that beyond human, recognition. What you never think, that is what God will do. God can tell you roll on the ground, roll go front, roll come back, and you don't have anything to interrupt, only to obey what you say. If you're going forward, you say stop, you stop. If you say go back, you go back. If you say move forward, you move. That is how it is. That is the principle of life, and that is the principle that IPOB is following. I thank God for the leadership. it is hard time that our people need to be educating themselves, coming close to Radio Biafra, because I pity a lot of people, like what the brother just said right now. A lot of people doesn't have Radio Biafra or app. I don't know. No, I don't know. They don't have the app. Even they're using iDraw. Many in this city that I am, in this western region. So you see them in the market. When you talk, they ask you, what did the Ipob say today? When you tell them, some of them will be clear. They say, is that what you make as it come out? I tell them, look at the DOS have said it. And mind you, things of spirit control physical. So I thank God for DOS bringing this praying day on 30th, including the leaders, the Igwe and the native, those that the pagans or the native doctors and all the pastors and the whole indigenous of Biafra, anywhere we are. Even me in Lagos, wherever I am, I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to join that 30th. I'm going to do my prayer. If I come out and face the sun and say what I'm going to say. So it's best for Chukwu Kikabiama. So our people have been blindfolded. They don't know how things are being controlled. That prayer is a very, very key point. It's a very, very strong one. And when they say it, it's going to see what is going to happen. Because our enemy is going to kill themselves. They are going to fight themselves. They are going to disgrace themselves openly. And how God is going to do it is best known to him, and I know because the order have been given. Is a revelation, and it has been given, and it's going to take place. Yeah. So Mazi, I thank God for whatever you're doing this evening. I thank you for your word. Thank you for everything. I've been trying since all these days, since that day, to get to you so that I can explain myself to you again. So I greet Biafra. I greet our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. May God bless him really good. May Ezechukwu Kikabiama keep him. May he live to see the Biafra coming, because he will be the one to lead us. He will never die before his time. None of his hair will fall down without a consent of God Almighty. None of his wings or none of his ties and shackles shall be shaken. Whatever that belongs to him shall be intact. And today I breathe in new life, new strength, new wisdom, new understanding, double portions upon his life wherever he is. He is coming out with greatness, with freedom, with our flag raising higher. And Ezechukwu Kama will do it in the name of Ezechukwu Kama. I pray.
Well, thank you very much. Remain blessed. We are gradually heading towards the end of this program. Let me pick this call. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please off your radio, off your listening device. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Mazi, good evening from here.
There, well, you're a regular caller. You call, you off your radio, please.
Yes, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Go on.
My name is Chukwu Obaga. I am calling from Istanbul, Turkey. Mazi, thank you very much. I really appreciate God for your hard working. Mazi, like I always say that our people still need teaching. This teaching is sinking. We will keep on teaching. You will keep on teaching, because that's the only thing our people need for now. Because without this teaching, our people are still backward. Some people have not even waken up to see what is happening. Some people are still sleeping. Mazi, you people on media are doing very great job that nobody is, they are not even seeing what you people are seeing. But I thank Chukwu Kikabiama that you people are there doing the great work that Chukwu Kikabiama have sent you people to do. That's the only thing that our leader used, the weapon that our leader used to conquer so many things. He said that he would destroy that zoo with the truth. And they have done what Chukwu Kikabiama sent him to do. Mazi, our people, the one thing that baffles me is the way that our people worship money. Mazi, our people can do anything because of money.
Because it is the
The love
direction,
of money has taken
Mazi,
that.
it is the direction they channeled us. You know, it is since after the war they channeled us. No more excellence, nothing. Just go and look. Once you have money, it doesn't matter. You are blockheaded. It doesn't matter. You are an imbecile. Money covers you. You command respect. It's very sad, and that is, reversing this type of thing is not easy. It's not easy.
It's not easy. Hey,
honestly, how many
sometimes when they say Fulani say this, Fulani, these people, they know the game more than every other tribe. They know this. They know the game, and there are people that are thinking for them. Because I don't think it's Fulani that people are thinking for them, because they know the game. If anybody wants to come out, they will use money. They can even borrow money and give to that person. That person will take the money to some people, and they will start talking rubbish. Mazi, our people, the love of money is too much, and that is one thing that destroyed our people. Because you will see somebody that just make money. They don't even care to know where the money is coming from. Everybody will start worshiping, even the elders. They will be bowing down because of money. When they see money, everybody eye will open. What is wrong with our people? What did they do to us with money? No dignity again. Everybody is waiting for money. Whenever they see money, everybody will change. Mazi, we still need this teaching. You people are doing great job. Continue this teaching, Mazi. I thank God for Radio Biafra. This is the highest weapon that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has provided. The Radio Biafra is the highest weapon. You people should continue. Let the radio enter everywhere, Mazi. The message is entering. We are getting the message, Mazi. Everybody. If this message enter, Mazi, everybody will rise up the same day. One day, everybody will be angry for what is happening there. We need to rise up. The message, we need that message. The raw message, Mazi, keep it raw. We need that message, Mazi. The message is ending. God bless you, my Chuko Kabama. Bless you people. You are doing a great job. Please don't listen to gossip, please. Oh, may God bless you, sir. Thank you so much.
Mazi Carlo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Confirm that you can hear me too.
The whole world is hearing you, not only me. Go on, please.
All right. Thank you so much, Mazi Jonathan. Biafrans, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, listeners of Radio Biafra, I thank you for today's edition of Radio Biafra broadcast. Mazi Jonathan, your topic today is talking about the price for freedom, and I like this topic so much because I have always said it, that freedom, it costs a lot. It needs to cost you material things. It needs to cost you your life. It needs to cost you the most precious thing that you that you cherish in life. That is what freedom is all about. That is the reason why our people need to be sensitized to understand that all these material things that we are looking for, like houses, cars, it is just for temporary. But when we have this freedom, it will be there for generation and generation and generation. So that is the reason why I am making this announcement today, to inform the people of Biafra, the indigenous people of Biafra. Sorry, my name remains Mazi Carlo Agwobudawa, and I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra living in Malaysia as the IPOB National Secretary. I wish to announce to Biafra remains MAZI Carlo Agobudanga, and I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra living in Malaysia as the IPOB National Secretary. I wish to announce to Biafra my name remains MAZI Carlo Agobudanga, and I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra living in Malaysia as the IPOB National Secretary. I wish to announce to Biafra my name remains MAZI Carlo Agobudanga, and I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra living in Malaysia as the IPOB National Secretary. I wish to announce to Biafra my name remains MAZI Carlo Agobudanga, and I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra living in Malaysia as the IPOB National Secretary. I wish to announce to Biafra
Yes, caller on WhatsApp. Thank you for holding on. I don't know, are you still there? Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Go on, please.
Yes, Mazi, good evening.
There, welcome to the program.
Mazi, my name is Chinemerem. And my contribution, please, I don't want to mention the location.
Go on, no problem.
But,
go on.
Yeah. Mazi, but my contribution is I'm still a young boy. So, and I have this that I want the Biafra. I want this Biafran nation because I know Biafra is the true nation that I have been admiring and I've been imagining of. So I want to please ask you, how do I support this Biafran restoration? Like, I'm a young boy, and what can I do as a young man I am now to make sure that this Biafra comes? And the secondly, just please, Mark, this is my suggestion for this night. I want to ask, because after listening to your broadcast from the beginning, you were talking about 300 Spartans, how they defended Spartan, so that it will not be conquered by the Persians, the vice from Persians. So they fought for their countries, and there you will see young men, you will see old age people, all of them. They both desire to preserve their country. So I want you to give to give me what and to tell me what can, as a young man, and what can I do to make sure that this Biafran restoration comes quick? Because I have this day that this Biafran must come, and I love Biafran, and I'm ready to do everything that this Biafran will come. So, man, this is my suggestion, please.
Well, thank you very much. You know, he who aspires for knowledge and wisdom aspires a great thing. The only thing you can do is to continue listening to Radio Biafra. Anything that you are told to do, you do it. That is not rocket science. That's it. You continue as you are listening to Radio Biafra. Anything that you are told to do, like 30th of this month, in the next few days, there will be prayer.
Yes, Mazi, I'm ready preparing for that day.
Okay, you know, sometimes you think that You are looking for big thing, but you don't know that that small thing that you are doing is even more valued or more valuable. You understand?
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
So that is the thing. Just you start by doing whatever you now continue listening. That's it. Because once you extract yourself of the Zoom mentality, you will be the way you will be seeing things. Your mates, they will be even respecting you when you enter into any discussion with them.
Yes, Mazi, it's true. Before I can't even speak with my friends on things concerning this country. But now I can educate since I have started
because
listening to
you're a student of Radio Biafra.
I have been for almost 4 months now. I have been since I started listening for almost 4 months. I have been able to educate people. I can even easily engage in conversation and educate people more and more.
Is that not a great achievement, Mazi? Is that not?
It is a great achievement for me because Dedo Biafra have made me to discover many things that I don't even imagine. That even Levita have not taught me. Even nothing have not taught me.
Of course.
Truly I found out that God is in this Biafra restoration and Biafra is our only hope. Because as a young guy I can't even control my future because we are under Nigeria. But once there is Nigeria, everything I wish I can.
Once there is Biafra, yes. That's it. Continue. You are in the right track. Just continue. Be humble. Continue gathering wisdom as you're a student of Radio Biafra. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Remain blessed. I have a caller on direct line. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Good evening,
sir. Welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. My name, I'm glad to get you finally. My name is Marian Hader. I'm calling from Maryland, the United States.
Welcome to the program.
I must compliment your topic today. I've always listened to you. I compliment all your topics. But today is exceptional. I have just very little contribution to make, which is all these young men, especially the men, that are, because I'm reacting to the, I think the caller before, the second caller before this last one or so, correct me if I'm wrong, that was talking about how he was trying to minister to his fellow traders, and they were complaining maybe they don't have data, they don't have access to the Radio Biafra.
That he should leave it for people that have
traders, and they were complaining maybe they don't have data, they don't have access to the Radio Biafra.
That he should leave it for people that have name.
And they were complaining maybe they don't have data, they don't have access to the Radio Biafra.
I am not a Nigerian. I renounced everything to do with Nigeria on or around the December of 2015. I am a Biafran and I hold British citizenship. Only upon a clear pronouncement of the intentions of that very court, which I suggest to them, should be free of any interference from the executive, will this very case move forward. The circumstances surrounding the invasion of my house, the invasion of the home of His Royal Majesty, Eze Israel Okukan. You must know that my father's name is Israel, and it means a lot.
Everybody is
Going forward,
freedom to salvation,
there must be,
which they call going to the kingdom of God. And according to the book of life, a blood was shedded that you and I will be partakers of that kingdom. A blood of somebody. Even though you and I might be thinking that it is free, it cost God everything he has. Those who believe that yet one is God himself. God sacrificed himself. God shedded his own blood on the cross of Calvary for you and I to have the freedom. Freedom to refuse to take us back from going to destruction to come back to him. So some of us might think that going into that salvation is free. It may be free from my point or your point, but it cost God everything he had. Everything that made God, God, he put it on the line on that cross of Calvary. So freedom is not free. There's a price to freedom. And unless you're willing to partake of that struggle, to partake of that sacrifice, you cannot get freedom. Nobody will give it to you. Because everybody knows what will happen, the impact freedom can do into your life when you get it. So that is where some Christians are missing it. And that is why the word of God is so true. He said, faith without works is dead. We got to put the works in. God has done it all for us by giving us MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. It is finished. The rest is left for us. Let us do the work that we may achieve this freedom. God bless you, MAZI. Keep up the good work.
And you too, we learn from each other, honestly speaking. We learn from each other. You know, caller on WhatsApp, please hold on, I'll come to you. You know, like what she said right now, there is no excuse. There is no excuse for anybody. Oh, no FM. Oh, no this and that. You will only invest on something you love and cherish. That is it. People pay in order to watch Chelsea, Man U, this and that. Football that is played far, far from Nigeria. But when it comes to listening to radio, they want you to do everything for, because you know the reason. These people never come to the, you know, the enlightenment or the state, the level of understanding the need for freedom, that freedom surpasses everything they are enjoying now. You know, it is just a level. There is a level you will be. That low level, you will be looking for your personal pleasure. In our own case, because we are in a mess. Only unreasonable people don't know, or they don't want to get out of that mess, or they don't want to actively participate in getting us out of the mess we are in that zoo called Nigeria, because they lack that level of enlightenment. That is it. There's a level like this. I saw his photo. He's a young lad, very young lad. But he now said, because of his listening to Radio Biafra, he can now, you know, discuss and argue, talk about issues with his mates, and they will listen to him. Do you understand? So, let me pick this caller. I think it will be the last caller on direct line, so that I go to WhatsApp and pick the last caller on WhatsApp. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. There, well, welcome to the program.
My name is Edo Fobike, calling from my location.
There, well.
The topic you brought today is a very nice topic. Let's say, for example, now, people have forgotten that something called selflessness. Some people just use everything for money, which is the reason why we are where we are today. For example, now, when in this issue of command and control, when I was telling my fellow comrade about it, that before anybody could follow what we are doing, he or she must undergo the due process. But some of them were attacking me, saying, I don't know what I'm saying, but thank God today, the voting is out. People who have no agenda but just want to destroy what you have been working for. But in the end of it, victory is us. Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah,
and the Chifu Kalma continue to protect you and our leader Nnamdi Kanu now and forever.
There
okay.
And you too.
Okay.
There thank you. Okay. Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, you'll be the last caller, please. Welcome to the program. I think Wada, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Mazi.
There
well done, Mazi. Thank you for the good work you are doing. Though you have said that the time should come later when Biafra is restored, but we can't stop thinking. Yeah, we can't stop, but we still can't stop thanking you guys who have, made yourself available, mostly at this critical time of our struggle. Mazi, haven't listened to your. My name is Wada Obi. Before I forget, I'm calling from the Netherlands. Haven't listened to your submission this evening, Mazi. I will keep saying it. All that we are trying to let our people know is discipline. Mazi, our leader took 4 years after he reappeared in Israel in 2018. He took 4 years to teach at least. There was no week that our leader did not come to teach us at least once or twice every week. Even some people were saying, why will he be coming? But the man knew that when he said, bring your pen and paper, imagine bring your talk, and after listening to our leader, I will summarize his message, all amount to discipline. Discipline, Mazi. I will give some examples. Some little examples, things that have happened to me here on day-to-day basis. How the white people, how disciplined they are. There is a friend of mine who told me a story some time ago. He's married to a white woman, and something happened, and he wanted something happened to their car. So he wanted them to maneuver something so that they will get paid. He wanted to initiate the woman so that they will kind of steal from the government. The woman was so mad. The woman was so mad with him. So when he told me the story, I said, "You think a white woman is going to betray his country because of you? You are married to her?"
That is Wada, please just hold on. That is a level of civilization that we are preaching that we should attain. When somebody will tell you to do one thing or the other to scam the government, if in Nigeria it's nothing, it's normal thing. Even are you talking it is normal thing, but the level of civilization, it differs. I don't know. My sister, go on, please. Go on.
Man, the woman went gaga. Like, are you kidding me? That I should. When he was telling me, I was laughing because he was kind of new in Europe. I've been in Europe for a very long time. I said, you think a white woman will betray his nation? Do you know what is more important to them? Legacy. She is thinking about the next generation. You think she will put her nation in jeopardy because of you? You an African that might go back tomorrow? No, she will not do that. They are disciplined. They are civilized. One other thing, a very little thing that happened to me that I always keep in my mind, when I think about our nation, when I think about where we want, the kind of Biafra we want to build, the kind of Biafra that I'm dreaming of every day. There was a day I was in a supermarket. As I wanted to pay, I picked my card to pin. So as I slotted the card in the POS machine, There was a lady with a son. They were standing at my back. So I didn't mind, but I just, I saw the lady, just telling the child to shift. So I kind of looked and I wanted to know what she was saying to the son. In Netherlands language, he was telling the son, he said, when somebody is spinning, you are not supposed to look at them. You are not supposed to look at their pin code. I was like, oh my God. This is the type of nation we want to build. This is the kind of impartation we want to make into the life of our children. And like what we were just saying this night, do you know that all this nonsense that is happening in our country cannot happen in Europe? Somebody will pick a gun and kill Uzodinma and kill himself. That is somebody, a white man will pick a gun, kill Uzodinma and kill himself. It can't happen. It can't. They won't allow it.
I think 4 or 5 years ago, is it up to 4 years or 5 years? I think 3 years. One member of parliament in the UK was killed in broad daylight. I think Joe Cox. And some months back, another member of parliament was openly killed, I think in a church. It's not because of one personal issue, but because of the policy they are making that these people don't want. When you are saying this, many people listening to us, mostly from the zoo, they will not understand. They will not understand it. What makes the concussions to be on top is all these little things. Because there are things you tolerate. A black person will tolerate it because they will just come and give you small money, you crumb and keep quiet. You'll be dying under slavery. The concussion, they are past that stage. They say instead there is a red line they cannot cross. If you cross it with them, they will, one person. It's not a DOS. Give us a gun. One person will target and just kill the bagger and say, who are you? If he die, it doesn't matter. That's it. You have removed that luggage, that obstacle from the road. Others will continue living. Exactly. Please, and round up.
Yes, exactly. So our people should wake up. Our people should wake up and stop being deceived. We have to be disciplined. We have to be civilized. We have to think correct. We have to. Mazi Kanu said, the problem of a black man is that we cannot think critically. Just look at one little wave that came. Do you know how many people is swept off the ground? Little wave, just little wave. Mazi asked us, can you stand the test of time? Can you stand it? He was shouting it every day on Radio Biafra. Can you stand the test of time? But I know it has been a marathon broadcast this night. Lastly, I want to say to our brother who called from Calabar, who was complaining about radio. Brother, please, if you are listening, on Radio Biafra, we don't want people to come and be castigating our DOS. Because I beg you with the name of God. There is an inquiry line. If there is anything you want to lay complaint about, please ask for the inquiry line and call the inquiry line and lay your complaint. Please, thank you. Mazi, goodbye from here.
Thank you.
Good night.
And remain blessed. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm no more picking any call. Please, don't call. Don't call. It's better than call. People don't understand what it means to reach a certain level of understanding and enlightenment. When you, like in Hindu religion, they will tell you that they believe that they have cycles a human being is going. You come out because they believe in reincarnation, just as we believe it. Because reincarnation is even in the scripture. When Christ came, they were asking, is it Elijah? Maybe it's Elijah that came back. Which means it's reincarnation. And other prophets also, they used to ask, is this person that he will come back? This person came back. This person. So the Hindus, they go into a cycle, like that is their belief. If you do something good, for example, the level of your goodness can determine the type of person or the type of thing you can come in your next world to be. Sometimes if you are so bad or not so good, let me put it like that, you die and come out as an animal. You can come out as a cow. That is why they don't eat cows. Many animals, you see them like in the streets of India. You see some places, you see these monkeys roaming around in the streets in their thousands, and people are feeding them, because for the Hindus they believe that these are former human beings. If they do something good, they don't steal or if they are being purged, now they can, after that they can come out also to be big human beings, rich ones in the first class citizens, the caste system. You understand? Now a time will come, once that cycle until now you enter into, what do they call it? There is a word they use that, I've forgotten. They use that word. That is no more. You have entered into perfection. No more cycling. So all these things that we are speaking, like the testimony, the speech of the last caller, people might be saying, seeing it as absurd, but this is reality. It's in the brain. It's the level of enlightenment. If Biafra comes, let me tell you, our babies, right from kindergarten, crèche, we will start teaching our babies patriotism, being loyal to the country, to our nation, being patriotic, about speaking the truth. Do you understand? Being disciplined. This is what Paul Kagame is doing in what do you call, in Rwanda? Yes, this is what he's doing in Rwanda, because you cannot achieve anything as a country, as a people, without discipline. It is impossible. That is why even right from a family, you see the man of the house. I'm a family man. You see how you train your children, because first of all you want to achieve discipline first. That is the first thing, so that when you talk, your child will listen. That is the first thing, because if you speak, your child doesn't listen, which means honestly, you know that you have lost it. First of all, what matters to you is discipline. He will come and salute you. He will eat and salute you. In our own culture, you will be all these little things, but they are disciplined, and you are building a character. That is how it's supposed to be in us, so that when we train our children, that generation, they grow with discipline. Even when you are doing something bad, for example, the parents in the house, you will see your child of 8-year-old correcting you, mommy, no, this is not good. This is not good. Do not do your actions is sabotaging our nation. You see a child will be telling you this, and what will you do? You just shout. This is what makes a country, civilized. Somebody, in a civilized place, one person will not be coming with army, armada of soldiers and police rounding him up. He will be giving orders as if he's God. Some people will just plan, and even if it takes their life, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There is one new, I think this thing happened in the 80s. The story about one man. He's a white American. because of he was dissatisfied with the policy of the government of the time. You know what he did? He was in his house building very big. He converted, I think, caterpillar into armored vehicle. He built a chamber inside that armored car using caterpillar inside his own house. Not person, no, neighbors didn't know. They saw him as an old man that is always working on, these people that can be working on anything. They don't know that he is preparing for the final assault. He built a caterpillar. He used a caterpillar to build a very high level armored vehicle. Inside the chamber, he has a gun turret with oxygen. You can't shoot anything and they enter. And he put the whole gadget. It took him many years to build. And inside that place, he also has bombs. Do you understand? The way he built that thing. Now, the day he came out, even no gate for him to come out, he have to use that vehicle, that monster he built. He was inside it. He's going for the last mission. Drop letter, everything. Notes why he's doing what he's doing. He went to the local council and from the police, local police, and brought everything down. They were shooting him. You cannot get him because he has high caliber armored vehicle. Hewing everything down with the caterpillar, shooting anywhere he can. He was inside. You cannot get him. With oxygen that can last for, he did the whole thing for, I think, even up to 24 hours. Bringing down anything he can see that belongs to the government. That's why these people, you don't toy with them. Until finally, I think his oxygen finishes and he cannot breathe and he died. But he brought catastrophe. He hewed down many things, destroyed many government properties. Because of the policy of the government that time. Do you understand? But our people, you see our people, they make sure that they stay in slavery as far as they are eating. That is why our people, we stayed on slavery. Black people stayed on slavery for 3 or 4 centuries. It is still the same white people that still came and started abolishing slave trading. People didn't fight to stop the slave trading right from the African continent, right from the source. Instead, they are making money. They wanted, the last place he stopped was in the African continent. Don't you understand that there is something fundamentally wrong? That is why we are going to the brain, because that is the powerhouse of our whole problems. Somebody, you see somebody now, he will use money, buy data to watch BB Niger, watch football that is going on so that he will talk that's selfish satisfaction for now. And now you are telling him about our freedom, what we are suffering. He will tell you, I beg, it's a governor that can fight me, who know me. Yes, he will find an excuse. Listen to Radio Biafra now. He said, no, put FM now, let us listen. Put FM, because no FM. Because he can spend money to buy data to watch other things, to look for gossip on Facebook. But no, he cannot download IPOB community radio. Okay, maybe Shirini, because he never reached that level of enlightenment to understand that thing he is neglecting is the most important thing. Do you understand? That is the problem. So we continue preaching. That's why when I hear people say, oh, talk, Radio Biafra, I say, okay, do we close Radio Biafra? Let us try it for 1 week. Let us try it. And they how to try how honestly speaking. Remember, we have no place to go back to. So we don't even have this no going back. I think it should be scrapped from our dictionary. Because we have no back to go to. I cherish the word of that our brother from Australia on Wednesday. There is no place to even go back to, which is correct. So freedom is not free; it's costly. The South Africans that fought for freedom, they fought for freedom for more than 50 years. Do you understand that? You know, our people are not resilient. We are not mentally tough. That is one thing I see. In the Igbo, we are not mentally tough. We see difficulty and run away. When you read the book of Exodus, it's our people that all those things you are seeing, and they told Moses, and they murmured against is Ndibu. Do you understand? It's only they use white supremacy, just confuse everybody. When you hear about Samson have a dreadlock that no Nazarene. Don't we have Nazarene in our place? We are the only people that they born a child, a male child. You see him come out with long dreadlock. Don't you see that? White people, do their head coil like this? Their hair is straight. So it's black people. When they say Samson is a dreadlock, have you seen for white person to do dreadlock, he will use different types of products. And still it will not even hold. But we black people, our hairs can entangle. That is Samson. But they will do the film and put it as white person, and you believe, because they know they are wise before you. Do you understand? You have to use your money to buy something that will, that will profit you. This thing we are preaching here, if people have, just majority of people have certain level of enlightenment, I'm telling you, that zoo will not last for 1 week. That's the reality. But people are going to something that is just a pot of porridge. That is the only thing they need. It's what they want. You talk about tomorrow. What about you? They will be looking at you as if you come from another planet. Now, can you about the freedom? Biafra freedom. Now, and you see that person that is once maybe tomorrow you see him going, or you hear news that one military man have killed that man, or he just died. He say, hey, Chineke mo, no kwenye mo na ino na now, no go. Obi donate. We need to sometimes let me see. I know one long way. Honestly speaking, we need to sell everything to buy freedom, because freedom is costly. This is where I'm going to stop. For some people, Biafra is just a name. Just a name. Some are saying no more Biafra is a Idu. I don't know. They call it another name. I was talking with somebody. He said that person Obanje na Esoya, no Obanje. Some people, it is Biafra is just an ordinary name, but for us it is an ideology, a lost ideology that we lost because of inconsistency. But today it is back. It is recovered. It is for you to join in this ideology. Biafra is our religion. Do you understand? Biafra is our religion. We don't have anywhere to go back to, please. We must move on. No question of going back. We must move on. Therefore, we continue in what we are doing. As I said during my opening preamble, if you know that you receive money from this Obanje money as part of one thing or the other to attack IPOB, Make haste while the sun shines. Confess. Make public confession, so that you get out, you run away from the wrath. What you are doing is spiritual until the 30th. After the 30th, when the children of Chukwuka Biama will jointly make a decree, you see heaven will shake. And all those people, you see what will be happening. Before you start before you go, instead you know your problem, you go, they will tell you that it is your uncle, it is your sibling that are worrying you. No, it is what you did. The money you receive in order to betray, in order to castigate. Therefore, do the right thing right now. Thank you very much for listening. People are still calling, but I will no more pick the calls. From me, from here, it is simply